Alright.
Yippee.
There we go. Fucking plugins,
Yay.
man. Hi, Smael.
I don't even know. Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Greetings. Good day.
Just to see if my shit works. I did a new overlay, but I don't know if it works yet. So it's a little.
Oh, we'll be sure to look at it. Oh, there you go.
Does it work? That is the question.
Oh, I'm getting fucking ads. This is tragic.
Yes, Smael, pay me. Pay
No.
me.
No, I just want to see the overlay. But from what I can see, it looks pretty slick. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It is completely made by human hands, yes.
Okay. I may be judging you for this severely, but
No,
let's not get
please
into that.
don't. No. It was a proof of concept and it worked out pretty well. Now, why
Right,
doesn't
what
it
the fuck are we
work?
doing here today?
So, I'm gonna
Yes.
get this to work first, because I'm a
Okay,
little,
you do that.
yes. But my little chat doesn't want to fucking pop in this little room there. But it'll probably sort itself out. Come to a little boop. Yeah. Oh, it's working, but it's behind the fucking logo. Well,
Oopsie.
there we go. Nothing little movement can fix. Hi, Kylie.
Hello, Kelly.
My little mod.
She's great.
She is. Hi, Kylie. Okay, but I think we can get into it. So how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I
Hell yeah.
had a little break. I spent some time with family for a couple of days. Got actually a lot of guide writing done in that time. Surprisingly, I just
Ooh. Wait, is it live
yeah, I went out
already?
of town. It's not quite ready. I'm like
Ah!
finishing up like the last bit of the gearing section, and then I have the behemoth that is like the legendary build section, which I have
Mm.
been dreading low key, but it's getting there.
So what are you writing right now?
Right now, I'm trying to finish up the section about defensive traits, but I find myself running into problems like, what the fuck do I say about any of these? Like, they're
Mm.
like, yeah, you can run this, it can be good, but it's just like, that's about it.
You can do
Like,
this,
what nice.
but
Yeah.
I feel
Like,
like that's just like this season is so hit or miss with the defensives. Like there are so few good,
no, for sure.
really good like defensive choices where you just kind of have to,
Yeah.
you can swap them in and out. Like if divine
Mm.
mediation actually worked like with a higher proc rate, it would be so fucking good.
Yeah, but I guess that's just kind of like how it's balanced right now. It's just the shields are giga good, but it's just like you can't ever count on having it when you need it. So it is just kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you go gambling.
Yeah. Because like one proc every minute and a shield lasts for like half an auto. It's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, cool. Nice.
I feel like the main problem with defensives, especially for like healers and DPS, is just that like the things that are kind of universal, like say King of the Hell, Heart of Stone, and whatnot, like they don't do that much for you. It's just like one point of
Mm.
King of the Hell is like 3% DR that is basically always on unless you're literally having a crisis.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that much. It might make a difference somewhere, but it's also just like that's kind of the best you can get.
Yeah, like it's so crazy how much value you get from King of the Hill, right?
Mhm.
It's just too good. Like,
Yeah, but also kind of like with like a DPS or healer, you kind of run into the problem that you don't really want to invest that heavily into it. Like, I don't
yeah,
know, getting 4 out of 4 would be nice. Getting that like what fucking over 12% DR sort of universally would be good. But it just I need those modifier slots for other things. The opportunity cost is too great.
yup. What is that? This latest, he said something about the choices between more output or more damage. The choice is always
Yeah,
damage. I'm just like, yeah,
yeah.
that is just what it is. It's always more
Yeah.
damage.
It pretty much is that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, especially with, like, healers, it's just, like, you kinda have everything you need on the healing front from your kit already, so it's just, like, you're kinda just optimizing gear for damage.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the way to time keys right now. Because nothing will really kill
Pretty
you.
much.
You can route, you can route your way out of most of the one shot mechanics. So it's just like, what are we doing here? well, we just route this way because then we don't have to take any one-shot
Yeah,
mechanics. And she's like, okay, so we can time? Yeah, if we pull half the dungeon in one fucking pull, okay. Will it kill us?
yeah, pretty
Maybe.
much. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just like it's just like a little sad at the moment, at least for me, because it's always just like either the timer is an issue, like you have some horseshit affix like Shadow Lord that is just griefing your timer in big time, and you need to like do some wacky routing to actually make that work. Or it's just an EHP issue where it's just like, okay, can we actually? Is there any way we can live this? Like it's one or the two. I feel.
Yeah.
Like I feel I'm not even in like that high keys yet. I'm doing 61s at the moment. I should be done with those, but my prog has been slow lately. But it doesn't feel like too bad yet. But I can like on Aeona, I can very clearly see that I'm like falling behind on the EHP race badly.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because what is they're doing. I think Izzy got to 68 with his team because they run
Yeah, I'm pretty
Victor
sure.
with Porky, not Porky, with Dorky and Senican.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure was it his team or some other team, but I believe there was a 69 timed. Also nice.
Oh, was yeah, nice. Was
Yeah.
there? Oh, dude, I have not been following along for like almost a
Yeah.
week now.
I don't remember which key
Hmm,
it was and which team it was, but I'm certain that there was a 69 timed.
nice.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah, I just keep making that joke.
It
That will
feels.
be get old quick.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't like get to these numbers last season, so we gotta fucking milk everything we can out of it now, I guess.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, but I when OTM was we were talking with OTM about the
Hmm.
how far the keys get up. Like I do agree with him so much. Like 60s is way too high. Like it's
Yeah.
so far away from anything remotely like, manageable if you want to get an alt up. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna commit like a full week just to get one alt up, and then maybe you will get to the 40s because maybe you get like a shit team or somebody can't push that
Yeah.
day, or like it was
I don't
kind
know,
of
kind of
crazy.
like. Oh, go on.
No, you.
Okay. Me? What?
Yeah.
At this point, I kind of just feel like they need to somehow work in the whole like the character selection bug, like where you can just kind of
Yeah.
like get into higher keys with the characters that you don't have that high keys yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is like kind of a feature of the game as it is right now, even if it is like an unintentional like interaction with how the uh, systems actually work in the game. But it's
Yeah.
just like I feel like they need to make something like that just a part of the game, because right now it's just like alting is so much like just homework
It's
that I don't
painful.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think most people find that fun or engaging. It's just like you've already like been to like way higher keys, so when are you gonna like redo all of that?
Yeah, especially because certain materials are not like account wide. There are certain
Mm,
things they could change to make the alting work better with the current system with the progress and stuff. Like because they,
yeah,
they do want people to play in the lower tiers because they also
for
as
sure.
as the Sylvies also told us in like the graph for however we scale with the power and stuff. Like the game is
Yeah,
currently balanced around the gearing in the lower tiers. Like that's where the power is kind of sorta proportional to the current level and stuff. So they could make it work a lot better with the lower leagues, but it's just like
for
you
sure.
have what you have 3 levels and then a capstone, right? That's 9. That's 10
Yeah,
dungeons in total. They don't really incentivize using that much time when you only have like 9 dungeons. If you had more
yeah.
options, you kind of forced to spend longer, but then again, you don't want to spend longer because the gear is so bad. You
Oh,
want to get to
absolutely.
this 315, right? I do have some ideas for it, but I can run it by you later. I
Mm.
think, um, because
So like, oh yeah, go on. Sorry, I'm always fucking speaking over
no,
everybody.
no, no, it's fine because it's also like Discord delay and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
But
true.
like th- they also at some point, because we all love this game, right? But we can't
Yeah,
like look past
certainly.
so many people get lost in the lower leagues because they just can't play the game,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
at some
absolutely.
point the current system would work so fucking well with a large player base. But when you only
Oh,
have a few
absolutely.
thousand players, concurrent players, and like EU and NA and all this stuff, you kind of just have to
Mm.
realize that you can't really have a 4 league or 5 league system, because when you have
Yeah.
80 to 90% of the player base in Eternal that never touches the lower leagues again because you can't
Mhm.
alt, like it's a little hard to get all the new
Yeah.
players in because there's nobody to play with after a week when people have their main in Eternal.
Mm.
They never touch lower leagues again. Like, what are we doing?
But also, it's just like the leagues kind of feel like superfluous at the moment because like the only real like change in gameplay happens like in the transition to Eternal. Like you don't have like any additional mechanics. Like nothing really changes between the leagues. It's just like you have a different capstone at the end, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because like I still remember I played a little bit in season 1. I wasn't like a big gamer then. I took a Sylvie to like Baby Eternals, and that was basically the end of
Yeah.
my journey
Yeah.
in that season. But still, like I remember very vividly that like leagues used to be kind of hard then,
Yeah.
mostly because I was not as good at the game and it was very new. But also, you got the Eternal mechanics as we now refer to them. You got them in fucking Adept, and that
Yep.
was like a very steep difficulty jump for a lot of people, which I
It's fucking
understand.
crazy, dude.
Like I personally enjoyed it because it's just like, damn, okay, shit got hard immediately,
Yeah.
but like it was very like prohibitive for a lot of people. Like I
Yeah.
can understand like that the average player probably got there and just like immediately had the realization like, okay, this game got like insanely hard for no reason immediately. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Especially because the first capstone was Sith Rolls, and Sith Rolls
Yeah,
back
also,
then was
which is a
fucking
choice.
rough.
It still is. It is a huge fucking wall. It is
Yeah.
actually wild to me, like how difficult the dungeon is in
Yeah.
Paragon.
Did you know that Hamish voices the boss in Wormhard?
Did I? Oh, maybe.
Oh
Maybe
wait,
I've heard.
did
Maybe a
you
little
know?
bird told me about
Yeah,
this little
yeah.
factoid.
What bird? That's a weird bird.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird bird. I saw it on the
Yeah.
fucking Reddit thread.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear something about that.
Because somebody
But
was
yeah,
talking about like
actually.
voice actors, and then Hamish
Mhm.
responded like, "Oh, I wonder who voices the one in Wormheart." And people like, "It's you, Hamish. What do
Who
you
could it
mean?"
be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
But also, like, the thing about, like, splitting the player base into, like, different queues,
Yeah,
like, when it is already, like, so fucking small.
yeah,
I feel like we need to just have a feature where I can, like, just queue to, like, literally every league and every Eternal simultaneously. Just put me anywhere, I don't care.
yeah, yeah,
Also, I think there needs to be, like, some incentive for, you know, high-end players to actually do that because, like, I'm reminded of some stuff from Final Fantasy 14, which I used to play back in the day.
yep,
It had like this whole mentor system, which basically just like incentivized like enfranchised players to just like go out and do content that they normally don't really have any reason to do, and just like actually teach people how to play the game and do the content and whatnot.
yeah,
Like they would actually get like cumulative rewards for queuing to the mentor roulette, which is basically just like matchmaking for that type of content.
mm,
I feel like we could do something similar,
yeah.
and
But
it would work very well.
we're halfway there. Like, think about the seasonal challenges. Right now, we only get
Mm,
cosmetics, but think about it. If you had a daily, I think Warframe did this, where they have
mhm.
like daily challenges where you have to complete like a lower tier or like
Yeah,
some some would consider like lower tier dungeons or whatever, like a
yeah,
contender or adept, but you get like a really good reward that's like leveled up to where you are
yeah,
right
yeah.
now. So if you are in Eternal and you do like a few like 3 contender dungeons, it's fucking nothing. It's like
Mm,
15 minutes. You get 50
yeah.
marks. It's like, whoa, yeah, let me do that. Like, I'll do that in
Yeah,
a
and
heartbeat,
even
right?
with the downscaling,
Yeah,
like it's so
exactly.
fast and
Yeah.
painless. Like if you know what you're doing, like if you know what you're doing, you can very easily carry just a full party by yourself
Yeah,
and
like
like blow release.
any tank can solo any dungeon in any level
Pretty much.
except for Eternal. Also, like low Eternal, like, and also like
Yeah.
I think, but that's what I wanted to run by you also, because
Mhm.
that I think it all just comes back to a lot of the issues we do have with like player base and queue times. It just comes back to that the idea for the game is nice, but it's intended for a
Yeah.
much larger player base. So
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with just doing a few seasons where you build up the community and you just like go on, like do a little compromise and just say, okay, now in all the lower leagues you have personalized loot. If you're
Mhm.
contender power, you get contender loot, whatever that is. If you are
Yeah.
Paragon power, which is maybe from 6k to 8k or whatever, you get
Mhm.
Paragon loot. Because then you want to upgrade your gear to get more powers, you get more gear so you can play. But like all the dungeons are just kind of scaled down, just like we have right now. If you have
Mhm.
enough power, you scale down to, the lowest item level in the group. It doesn't change anything for you in Paragon,
Yeah.
Contender, Champion, whatever. Because it's just a dungeon. Get it over with, get some marks, get some gear. If it was personalized, there would be no reason to like queue into different leagues, and suddenly you have all four of the lower leagues combined into one, which would probably
Mhm.
make it a little easier, you know?
Yeah. But, like, if you still have, like, the capstones just barring you enter into the next league, I think that could work.
Yeah.
As long as we avoid some, like, pitfalls of, like, I don't know, just, like, rating farming,
Hmm.
just to, like, bump up your, I don't know, whatever rating it might be.
Yeah. Because then you
I
get
think that could
legendary and
work.
you suddenly have like 2k more power just out the
Yeah,
bat.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Because then,
Because, like, I don't really think that there's any real reason to, like, separate the leagues as they are now, because it's more or less the same. Like, the only thing that
yeah.
changes is just, like, things get scaled up a little bit, and you have a different capstone at the end. Like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And right now, yeah, because right now the capstones are like the gatekeeps, because it's also the longest content we have in the game, sure. And it's the content that everybody wants to queue into, sure. If you kind of remove them as a
Mhm.
gatekeep, you also remove the fact that people just leave the dungeon immediately if you don't queue for
Yeah.
the capstone, because they are ready for the next level. Maybe they are not ready, but they feel like they're ready. And then, you have groups just dismantling left, right, and center because people want different things, right?
Yeah.
And
Like, I remember when the season started, I think we did, like, maybe one contender dungeon, and then we just, like, went straight into the capstone.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure, like, that's what most, like, kinda established players did anyway, because it's just, like, once you know what you're doing, it's just so free.
yeah, literally, yeah, because you know the mechanics, you know the kicks,
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you had to get used to was the routing, but you don't have a timer on the first content, like the first
Yeah.
capstone, anyways.
Plus, you have
So
the Pathfinder's guidance, so it's just like, okay,
yeah,
you
more
literally just,
haste.
like, pull the glowy blue mobs, that's it.
Yeah, and you get free haste. And you don't even need to pull
Yeah.
the entire thing. You can just pull one mob from the path if you wanted to, and you get the haste buff still.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
until you kill it.
Like,
But
I guess the only thing that, like, becomes a problem at that level is that just, like, nobody has any gear, nobody has any stats, so your buttons just do negative anything.
dude,
But,
yeah,
you know,
having your fucking
you can make it
GCD
work.
being 2 seconds, like ah,
Yeah, it is a little painful. But I don't know, it just right now, the leagues are just kind of the fucking wilderness for, like, literally any role, any class.
yeah,
Like, you just kinda make do with whatever works, and I'm not sure, like, how healthy for, like, the overall, like, play experience that is for the average player.
mm,
Because it's just, like, there's, like, no point trying to actually make a build, trying to actually grind for gear. It's just, like, I just gotta get through this. It's just kinda homework.
yeah. And also, if you try to make your own build and it's ass, you've just spent
Yeah.
so many hours on a build that doesn't work, and there's no
Yeah.
really reason to not go the proven path at the moment because you don't want to break
Mhm.
your build because there's so many hours.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
if you go for an alt anyways, at the moment there's no incentive to kinda do your own builds because you're just gonna lose a lot of time and in the end.
Yep.
Um but that's always gonna be a meta. There's always gonna be people just looking at a guide and just let the guide play for them kinda, which is
Yeah,
fine
for sure.
too, because people just want to have
Except if
fun
it's
and
my
prove
guide.
themselves. Yeah, except for you.
Except if it's my guide, because I'm evil
I
and
will
I'm forcing
never.
people to use their own brains. I'm giving them the information that they need to come to a conclusion. I'm not giving them any conclusions because fuck you. Do your homework.
Yeah. Ooh, chatter. I'm name drop. I'm getting up a Xavian. Can you give me tips on rotation or priority list? And what to get first when I get to Eternal? Um, sure. Get yourself an Aeona. Right, Smael, right? Because Aeonas love
Oh, for sure.
Xavians, right? Yeah.
I have some
Yep.
words about that tank
Yeah.
healer pairing. It is kind of wild at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, tips on rotation. Click Solar Blades and Omnistrike on cooldown. Click your shield on cooldown. Brilliant Flash. Never let them overstack. Always, have one or two stacks to the top so you don't like overcap and lose stacks. Just get like 20% haste. Actually, just try to get 20% haste, 20% crit, 20% expertise. Fuck spirit, doesn't really matter. And then just ball, dude. Just ball. Get some Marshall. You can watch on my YouTube. Me and Kushdi, the former rank 1, the spiritual rank 1 Xavian, we did a segment on the priority list for a new Xavian. It is on my YouTube, so I'm just link it right here. That will help you a little bit more.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, cause like me to you to everybody here, like Xavian is piss easy. He's so easy to play, dude. Like this season, they buffed him to fucking the heavens. He's so strong. It's only when you get to like the late Eternals, like above 30s. That's like late for most people. That's when you start to realize you're kind of squishy. But before then, like any stat will buff you. Nothing is bad on Xavian. Literally, you can do anything, and he's strong. So
Yeah, so my experience with Xavians is that you all seem to love just like uh, parking your ass in a corner and just getting circle beat there
yep,
by like a 50 billion mobs at once. Like
yep.
I respect it, but I find it very funny. And also, I've in my experience, Xavian has like two states of existing. It's either you have a full stick of shield and you're literally unkillable, or you're on the floor.
Yep.
There is no in between.
Dude,
You're either god or you're dead.
yeah, exactly, dude. Somebody wrote in the Sabian chat like 15 minutes ago. What did he say? It was somebody in the Sabian chat asking like general, you know, how does Sabian feel? Sorry about that. Got some air in my lungs. What did he say? It was fucking funny, and all the Sabians started memeing. But it was kind of, people just saying either you have yellow or you're dead because the yellow's a shield, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
as soon as shield goes down, you're just fucking dead. That's kind of what Sabian is.
Yeah.
He is a little squish boy.
So it's funny because like Xavian and Aeona were like the tank healer pairing in season 2, but I feel like they are kind of like anti-synergistic this season, mostly because like Xavian
Yeah.
wants to fucking sit in shield at all times. If you do not have shield, you might be dead. And when you have shield, you do not gain stagger, which means I cannot cleanse, which means I cannot get mana, which means
Yeah.
I am very sad.
Which wasn't the case of season 2, where the shield
Yeah.
Sabian got was pretty non-sequential. Like it didn't really do anything.
Mhm.
It could maybe block like a quarter of one melee, but you just
Yeah.
relied on the stagger and just having double heal, right? Having Vigor
Yeah.
giving you DR and having Aeona heal the stagger that you get. That's how you lived as
Mhm.
Sabian. But now, yeah, with the changes to the I feel like the main reason we are so high up on Eternal is just the change to the shield. Like having
Oh, for
50%
sure.
DR on shield is the only reason we got past like 50, maybe. I think
Yeah.
before that we were at 45, I think, Spry's team we're on.
Hold on, I'm trying to think when that was that like the July 8th patch when we got like hella Aeona changes also?
I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I can screen share in a second.
I feel like that may be true, but I'm also not certain because like I remember like I was doing Silk in 47 before that patch hit, and it was like it felt like an actual fucking hell key at that point. Like I was
Yeah.
running the mana relic, my mana talent, an MD. I'm pretty sure my team was running like 2 or 3 MDs, and we were doing the you know what the route is this season. It's just the
Yeah.
50 million recluses, and there are so many hard stoppers that it is very stressful for healers. But like
Let me see.
we were
Go ahead.
progging that for hours that night, and literally the next day after the patch head, we just one banged it. It was like night and day.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like it might have been this patch here because this is like chunky. AoE targeting.
Okay.
This was the second.
Yeah, I
No,
think
it's
this was it.
later. I think isn't it this one? The one where they changed all the icons on the neck trait, right?
Yeah, I
I
think so.
think it's
Should
that
be that
one.
one.
Yeah, I
Oh my
think
god.
it's
Hi,
this one.
Froggy.
Yeah. Oh, hey yo, Froggy.
Oh, Mr. Frog in chat. Saying
Oh,
hello to me, but not to
hello.
you.
What the fuck, Spry? I thought we would chill like that, but no. I'm kidding. You can jump in when you want, Spry. By the way, if you wanna. I'm trying to find. Yeah, I think it's this one, the July 8th. I think you're right. Yeah. The stamina adjustment from 50% increased stamina from all items.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's so much.
Yeah. Also, actually, like, one of the things that made that Selkin so unbearable was I guess, the unintentional way the knife throw from face stabbers was, which was magic damage before, which is used to, like, casually
Yeah.
one-tap tanks for no reason.
Yep. Yeah, because we have like 0 magic DR if your name is not
Yeah.
Helena.
Yeah. And even when
Grand
I Helena,
Melee.
it was so hellish.
Yeah, because when you didn't have Grand Melee up, you had no magic DR. Like, okay,
Yep.
cool. And when you
And,
have
like, you
Grand Melee
always
up, there's no
pull.
magic going out.
Yeah.
Like,
You always pull, like, multiple face stabbers because, like, outside of the knife throw, they were not dangerous at all, but it's just, like, if they decide to, if multiple of them, like, decide to cast knife throw at once, it's just like, okay, goodbye, tank.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was, like, a night and day difference after that patch hit.
Yeah. I kind of like this one as well. Like this change they made to Emerald Gem bonus. Sentinel's Bastion now grants 5 to 15 max health instead of 10 to 30 because 30% of your health as a fucking shield
Yeah.
every minute.
Yeah, but also I
But
think
then,
that's just, like, to compensate for the
yeah,
DR. I
it's
think
the
the
same value.
value that it mitigates is, like, mostly unchanged, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the same. But imagine if they
But also,
kept that
like,
value with a 50%,
yeah.
like, oh,
Yes.
what?
That shit's never going away. What the hell? You're just, like, firm shielded. You're god.
Yeah.
But also, it's just so funny because, like, a lot of the shield values got adjusted. Like, they got, like, downscaled to compensate for the DR, but, like, the actual value that they mitigated was unchanged. There were so many very confused comments in the Aeona Discord the following day, just people panicking, like, oh, did they kill Embrace? Is Embrace dead? Why did they, like, halve the shield amounts from it? I just, like, I had to explain over and over again, like, okay,
Calm
but we
down.
have DR on it, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Value it mitigates is literally unchanged. Calm down, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering
But
what they're gonna
yeah,
do for season 4 if they do season
God,
4 before release because I think
surely.
Hamish was on stream one of the
Oh
other
yeah, I heard about
days
that.
and he was talking about okay, I don't want to misrepresent him at all. Just keep in mind this is me rendering what I remember, okay? He said something about from his point of view, it feels like from the studio that the game is more or less in the state where it could be launched, but he would still want to see a lot of like functional changes, not really like bug fixes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also that, but like some of the changes to the gearing system and like small adjustments. But I think he said something like the game should be more or less release ready, but I think we're gonna get one more season of testing.
Yeah. I
Before
mean,
a
I would
full
hope
release.
so because there are still, like, there are bugs in the game that have been there since,
Yeah.
like the beta for season 1 or whatever.
Yeah, and no
And
way they
there's
go
still,
live with the game before having one more season to test their new
yeah,
gear system. Like,
yeah,
or maybe they
because
just do
there are some
adjustments.
very pain points to it that have
Yeah,
been very vocally brought up by a large section of the player base, I feel.
yeah. Oh, dude, I love scrolling into the game ideas and like the early access feedback. There are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some good stuff in there. Also, some completely like bonker shit where people just like, oh, please nerf Miko. It's like, what?
Why? Where?
Huh?
Are we playing the same game?
Porky? What? It was like he did like a post. I think he was completely sarcastic. I'm not sure. It's Porky after all.
Yeah.
Porky was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
please nerf Miko. She's too overpowered. I was like, what? What do you
Well,
mean? Huh?
is the OP maker in the room with us?
I don't know. He could be probably. Yeah.
I don't know, but it's just like following like some of these discussions, it just like puts into like perspective that yeah, it does sometimes feel like I'm playing like a different game to like I don't know, I guess to a lot of the player base because it's just like the way I play my character is just like I need to like consider a lot of the different things and then just blah blah blah. But it's just
Mm.
like I can rely that my tank and my DPS are like kind of doing their part, so I can focus on doing mine, so I don't have to like account for a lot of like extra bullshit because it's just like I like to yap about Embrace because I think it's a shit talent and it needs a fucking big redesign.
Mm.
It's like I often like see as kind of a noob trap talent for Aeona
Yeah.
because it's just you know
Oh,
when you
there's the
look at it on
stun
logs.
or
No, it's the shields on
oh yeah, yeah,
Oblivion
that one. Yeah.
overhealing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
So yes, like I agree that it makes pogging and especially on kind of a low eternal level like so much more comfortable because it just like you got your tank running into shit and pulling too much or too little and whatnot,
Mm.
and you got your DPS just eating frontals and whatever have you, and it happens like you can't like avoid that but you have to like account for that somehow, and it's just like when you got some shields at least it makes it much more manageable, especially if you're kind of new at the game. But
Yeah.
it's also just like it breaks my heart seeing people run that into like something like Sailor's Abyss where it's just like the boss is like all rod damage for the
Yeah.
entirety of phase 2, and like there isn't like any unavoidable damage really, so you don't need it ever really.
Mm.
But it's just like because pugging is pugging at a lower channel level, it's just like yeah, I get why you would run that, I get why
Yeah.
this would give you like good results, but it's also just like I
The
can't
value
recommend
is so
that.
bad.
Yeah, because it's just like when you have rod damage you're never going to get overhealing shields up because that's just not how it works.
Yeah. Which is
But
isn't
it's
that
just
one of the
like
issues
yeah.
with why Sylvie is so strong as well? Because her legendary just gives like a huge fucking overhealing shield. So the more that you overheal, the
Yeah,
better
yeah,
she
yeah.
is. It's just like that sound on paper that might sound really good, but I feel like that's
Hmm.
so unhealthy in a season where it's EHP season, you know?
Yeah. But it's also funny because like Sylvie's ring legendary actually works like fairly similarly to Aeona's shield talent,
Mm?
which is like why is it a talent? Hello.
Yeah.
But also it's just like that's not even like
Legendary
her only source
talents.
of shields. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but she has this natural protector, I believe the talent is called, which is like gives Bark and Safe Haven like
Yeah.
big fucking shields.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, y'all get that shit. I get my little dog turd of a fucking 3-pointer talent that just gives me a little bit of shields on Oblivion overhealing. Like I
Yeah,
can't
cool.
overstate how much I hate this talent. It's so bad.
Maybe Kylie, if you're in chat, like, what's the value of having Bark and Save Haven? Like, isn't it like 50% DR? L embrace,
Faye in chat.
yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, Faye knows what's up.
Hello,
She
Faye.
knows.
Yeah. Oh my god. She'll do the
Yeah, I don't know.
math.
It
Don't worry.
just. Uh,
Something like that, but Safe Haven is 100% healing increase on you. Bark is just DR. Yeah, and like
yeah.
100% healing increase would be is a really really good on certain things, but like most of the pulls you never need like increased healing. You need more DR, right? Because it's EHP
Yeah.
season.
But also, like when you got if you're running the ring legendary on Sylvie, like I'm just like pretending like I know anything about Sylvie, but I know some
Mm,
things.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you slap down your safe haven and you got the ring legendary, which gives like shields on I believe it's Heart Bloom overhealing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Think so, yeah.
So like you got increased healing and then you get more overhealing, which means you get more consistent shielding. It's just like yeah, okay, you'll get all that. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. But the talent we have is Safe Haven and Bark gives shield with 50% DR on the shield or something. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe that's the natural protector. If
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
butchering the name on that talent.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Come with the code B2, B4, C9. I don't know. Dude, whenever people start like doing a build in fucking Morse code or whatever, the
But
fucking
yeah, I love the
BA4.
talent
Like,
notation.
shut the just tell me what it's called, dude.
Yeah, but it's also like it's just
C5?
like
What
for
do you
brevity
mean?
because it's just like how do you expect me to remember the name of every talent? I mean,
What
of
do you
course I do
mean?
remember Aeona because of course I do, but also it's just like the names are so long. Like I ain't typing out all that every time I talk about it. What the hell?
Dude, fucking Chief Rebel, give us the option to do nicknames for all the talents in game, please, in the UI, so we can change the tooltips. I would love to
Oh my god,
renaming my
yes.
abilities. It would be so
Let
funny.
me rewrite all the tooltips while we're at it because there are so many typos and it literally kills me inside every time I see any.
Yeah,
And
I think there's
the
a
guide
whole
writing has
thing, though.
been the guide writing has been like so fun and enlightening for me because of that, because it's just like I'm actually like reading all the tooltips for
Mhm.
like all the abilities and talents and whatnot. Like I'm actually like looking at it and thinking about it and just being like, there's so many typos. Like I'm just like discovering new ones every time I look at them.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my god,
think
we have Mr.
somebody.
OTM in chat. Oh,
Oh,
hello.
it's OTM! Get in here! Get in here, OTM! We're just yapping about the game, dude.
You're kind of whatever. I know.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Get in here! If you want
Yes,
to, of
yes.
course. You're free to be
No.
here. I've got nothing to specify my mind, so yeah. Aw. You'll get it, don't worry. Trying so I can clip more. Dude, we got some good OTM!
Yo, what's up?
Hello.
What do you have to say for
Yeah.
yourself, you fucking Sylvie player?
What I have to say for myself is it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Wait,
It was,
good.
it was
Sylvie,
nice having a Sylvie season for a little while.
for a little while until it became another season of Giga Vigor buffs.
I think actually we can mark the point on the graph where the Sylvie season like died, and it was the moment that Slatus when Slatus joined the chat and showed how fucking broken Vigor is to like the general public. I think that Sylvie died the moment he started yapping.
Him revealing that it wasn't Sylvie season means it was never Sylvie season to begin with.
Yeah.
The moment it stopped being Sylvie season is when the patch happened, and either the first patch was already enough, but the second patch was definitely enough.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
First patch was the July 8th patch, yeah?
I don't know. The
Or
one
was it
that
even
buffed,
before
the
that?
one that global buffed EHP also nerfed Sylvie's EHP aura and also buffed
Oh, yeah.
residual luminosity to 15% from 10%.
Oof.
Hold on, let me check if it was indeed this one.
I think it was the that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sylvie got like a
I
major
know
change.
I know for sure that was that one because
You know.
it was the one where our aura went from 30% to 25%, and Vigor
Yeah, but
went.
why? Why would they do that? I still don't fully
Because it was
understand why they nerfed the aura.
It was Sylvie season, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Of course.
Sure.
It was, but alas. We can't have nice things.
Like Vigor,
Aw,
like
man.
again, I don't know exactly what's going on one way or the other, but I imagine it is just the perception of Sylvie being strong because there was nobody playing Vigor on the leaderboards. But
Yeah.
I say that
Except
mostly
for
came down
Leknock.
to the fact that that like there was Leknock and Slaters, and that was about it. And so then you look at the leaderboards and you see like Sylvie, Vigor, Vigor, Sylvie,
Yeah.
and you go like, oh shit, dude, Vigor needs help. But
Yeah,
the fact that
Where's
like
Aeona, though?
what's actually going on is like,
exactly. Where were
Yeah.
we? What the hell?
let me speak finish. I know, but let me
Okay,
finish
go,
here.
go.
Yeah.
So like it looks like, oh shit, Vigor needs help. We need to help out Vigor. But like what's actually going on is just fucking rerolling sucks ass. Like why would I ever like I've already spent 2 weeks getting my Sylvie up to here. I can't play Vigor because that's going to be another 2 weeks of. So it's really just whichever hero you started with is what ends up there. And yeah, Sylvie was really good, but then I would bet if we went back to the beginning of the season or whatever, and the Vigor buffs were in, just the 10% residual luminosity thing, I would bet Vigor, if people played him the same amount that people played Silver, Vigor would compete just as well. Like,
Yeah.
it just looks bad because nobody's playing him, and I think the same goes for Aeona. Nobody was playing her because
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's the same argument for Xavian as well. Like, as soon as Xavian started working again, because we got the buffs and they fixed the fucking aura and stuff, as soon as those buffs came in, like, I think Kush, he, on the day, pushed up to, I think, within 3 levels of the Helenas. So it's like, yeah, but he and I were the only Xavians, so there's nobody
Yep.
playing.
Yeah. And it's taken like even Ark, my tank, he's spent a lot of time when I'm not playing at least farming up his
Hell
Xavian.
yeah.
It's
Shout out to
like
Ark.
it's ready to shout out to my man.
Yeah.
And he's like ready to go more or less, but it's taken a while to get there.
Yeah. Which is one of the points we also talked about before we got in. Like, we have so many thoughts on the gearing and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And
Good
man,
God.
man, there's so many things they could do, but we gotta keep it like productive. We're gonna talk about that, but we can do that later if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially like the alting. Because man, getting my Aeona to just a decent level in Eternal, it took fucking forever. And even doing a meme build, you know, that's what it is. But just gearing for any build takes so long, man.
Yeah.
For
And the
games
worst
supposed
part
to
is
be very
you're then
high-paced.
doing a meme build, and then you're just stuck because now you have to fix your character if you want to
Yeah,
get
you have
out
to
of the
make it
meme.
real.
It's
You
a
gotta
fucking
commit to the
reform
meme.
from scratch. It's
Yeah. So if you trash, you're gonna be trash for a long time. That's the
Yep.
point of
yeah,
the story,
that's
right?
I yapped about that as well last time. Of like, I think I finally found a way out of Philosopher at this point, but I was
Mm.
stuck on
Oh.
Philosopher on Sylvie for so long.
Yeah, this
And
bird stacking stuff, right?
yeah, like, and I think it was decent with Cloak, but at a certain point, you just cannot run Cloak in certain dungeons. So this Philosopher stuff
Yeah.
just ended up being really bad.
What do
I'm
you
trying
do?
out some alternatives now. Oh, what, sorry?
What do you do? Just farmed the specific gear, or do you have like a different approach? Or
I have given up on farming. I'm not farming anymore this season. Fuck that.
Real W. Huge W.
So I just kind of got lucky. I like looked at my items and I was like, well, what if I tried this?
Mm.
And yeah, I can kind of make it work. I think the big thing I'm like trying out now, which don't quote me,
Yeah.
because this is very much experimental. Do
Yes.
as I say, not as I do.
Mhm.
I'm trying out
Yes.
not running Sapphire 10, but instead running Diamond
Oh.
9.
Okay.
Diamond.
Which
Woo!
that suddenly helps when I don't want to have 50% spirit, but I'd rather have like 30%.
Yeah.
Removing 10 to 12% from it from gems just helps reduce the amount of spirit I have.
Yeah, you think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
get to
then
like 40% spirit, which is about where I want to be, and then I get to run some diamond stuff. I don't know if it's good. Please
Yeah.
do not quote me on this. I am still like, this is something I tried out today.
Mm.
Um,
What is
yeah.
it per
Love an
stack of
experimental pick.
Harmonious? Is it 0.7 or
Oh,
something?
I am not playing it for that because that is
Is it
not
just the main
reliable.
set?
As a healer, you are turbo throwing if you play for that.
Yeah.
Because mobs are dying. That's not when you need the help.
Yeah.
Except with chaining, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
Harmonious is
playing it
mostly
for
chain gem power.
I'm playing it for the main stat, both
Mm.
the flat
I
main
knew
stat
it.
and also for the percentage main stat, and also for the defensive. I think I didn't play it in Ruins. We did Ruin 65 earlier today.
Ooh.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
think in Ruins, for example, it would have been really good just to reduce. I mean, for 2 parts. I was baiting the Disciple, and that requires a lot of defensives to live that funny beam.
Yeah.
So that will help. And second of all, on boss, the rot damage when we get the green second stage green, is actually pretty high. And just having random DR to help reduce the healing load would let my life petals pick up the other people better. So just some stuff like that.
Yeah, that's smart.
Again, I'm not sure if it was better because you do get a shit ton of value from Sapphire 10,
Mhm.
but only when you're ulting. And the question is, can I be fine without that? Ultimately, the question is, do I do more damage or not? Because that's what it's actually about.
So,
But,
Oh yeah, that's
so what are you running? Like 9 out of 10 white?
9 out of 10 white, 10 emerald, 6 topaz, 1 sapphire, and then like 1 amethyst, 1 ruby. Just the full.
10 emerald. And then what else? Sapphire?
base big green.
Then just 10 sapphire. Just the 1 sapphire, just for the 110 charge.
Yeah.
So just a single node, and then 5 nodes of a topaz, and then 1 node of amethyst and 1 node of ruby.
So
Okay.
one.
I like that actually.
So this is your build?
Bingo.
Do not fucking quote me yet.
No.
One more
But
topaz
like
power.
currently, this is what you're testing. Testing.
This is what I'm testing. Yeah. if you replace you need to get 1 more topaz 100. 1 more topaz 100, so you get to topaz 6.
Oh yeah, you need the I don't know, wrong
Oh,
color.
1 more?
We go yellow. We go
Ah,
yellow.
sorry.
No, yellow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I go by color. I don't go by fucking name, dude. What am I, a fucking
Brother. But yeah,
jewel crafter?
this is what I'm testing right now, and
I like it.
it certainly is something. It's a lot of main stat. That's what it is.
Mm.
For sure.
There's a decent chance that what I'm actually supposed to be doing is not running Diamond 9, but Ruby 10, and just like dropping the
Ooh.
Amethyst 5 or
Oh,
something
yeah.
with the Amethyst one.
Yeah.
Just to get to that for some boss stuff, like maybe for
Yeah.
Wraith Tide. Wraith Tide is a fucking hell. Also, just the stamina again for Wraith Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Helena Sylvie can even do Wraith Tide. What is it, 63?
Really? Okay.
Because
63,
you're
yeah.
you're getting one shot by the temptations. You need like 45k health to not get one shot. Or you need to, like, that is assuming you don't have any cooldowns up. Like, Against All Odds would do it, any external would do it, any yada yada would do it, but you can't rely on having those for every single temptation. So I guess it's would be possible, but I just don't think it's consistent at all, because you're just hoping to get lucky that the correct person doesn't get back-to-back one shot.
I love the fucking Temptation Casino. It's my favorite fucking thing in the game.
But with like a Xavian, I think it's possible for Sylvie to do it. Very possible, actually. You just need like 41,000 health, which is in the realm of possibility, especially if you run like Ruby 10 or Ruby 9.
I think my Sylvie Kylie, who she tried to do a fucking Ruby Storm build, don't judge. But she she had like almost 50k health. Like, it was so weird.
Oh my god.
Ironically, I think Ruby Storm might actually be good for overall.
You think?
No. Like, I experimented with it last season, and my team told me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But for healers, right? Healers don't have as much health as tanks. But we also have much less damage than tanks, or at least we did last season, whatever, right? Less AoE damage. So just bringing a random 1 out of 4 Ruby Storm, 1 out of 4 Ruby Storm is unironically going to do a pretty decent amount of, I think, I haven't done it, but I assume it did last season, pretty decent amount of overall, which we are sacrificing 1 slots for overall damage pretty often. So sacrificing another for Ruby Storm, might be worth it.
Wouldn't you get more value from Sapphire Aura Stone?
How?
I mean, you're ulting all the time, right?
Yeah, but 4% more damage during ult might not be the...
Yeah, maybe. But
What's the duration of Sylvie's ult again?
Sorry, what?
What's the duration of Sylvie's ult again?
I think it's like 12 seconds. But
why do you get 12 and I get 6?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because your ult stops all damage. What do you mean?
Yeah, but I also fucking ult like twice a dungeon if I'm like having a good run.
Should have gone Spirit build.
But we press it for the heroism, so you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I actually sometimes do press ult for the actual function of it, so that's something.
Wait, what? Say what? In this season? No, this season you press ult
but like
for the heroism.
I've found actual like fun and useful use cases for Aeona ult. Like I'm just like made it a habit to just like ult like Winter Cataclysms on Gorn, especially if I have melee DPS, because it just like lets them retain uptime for free. It's just like, okay, I'm ulting now. Go in.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah. Sure.
Just eat the whole thing, my children.
Creative, yeah.
I think Aeona's ult is the most situational, but when it is good, it is the best ult in the game.
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
When it is good,
when it is good, but it also requires you to have those situations where it is good. Like, it doesn't just...
Yeah.
Sylvie's is never never bad. Like, it just does a lot of good stuff. We love Spirit Link. But Aeona is the only ultimate that lets you hard ignore all orbs on Empyrean Sands.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if it does this season, but it did last season.
I do think also, like...
For the most part, it should, yeah.
Now you said like Spirit Link. I do think like coming from WoW background, like having Sylvie's ult being just a buff on people and not like a zone you have to stand in. It's such a superior version of Spirit Link in some cases.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Because like a lot of Spirit Links you have to do in WoW, just like tangent, you have to put them in specific points just to have uptime and all that stuff, and it's so weird, dude. It's so weird.
I remember season 1 where I actually, or was it pre-season 1? Anyway, where we actually cared about people standing in our circle. Like,
oh yeah.
Circle is a 40% healing buff, which that's a lot, but we just pop it for the shield now in this season because
it's EHP season.
You've seen the presentation. It's EHP season.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love that presentation. I'm so happy with the outcome of that little
I have it
project.
archived because that shit belongs in a museum. Honestly,
dude, I've been listening to myself back on that presentation a lot. I'm realizing my mic was cutting out all the fucking time.
Yep.
That made me actually listen to a recording of myself, and my microphone was dying, dude. Discord noise cancellation was doing some hero type shit to make me audible. I am impressed. So I got a new microphone now.
Oh my god.
Fully.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I saying? What was he? We press the circle now for 40% healing. We don't do that. We press it for the shield. In the past, I think it was a 20% DR, and you had to actually stand in the circle to get value from it.
I feel like that's fine.
That's gone. That is unfortunately gone.
Yeah, that's a fine thing
IP.
to have, right? That's just like Xavian Halo.
Yeah, but yeah, is it technically covered by NDA? Vigors didn't like it. They complained, and then it got
Why would that be covered by? Oh, because it's
Surprise!
preseason.
yeah, because it was everything before season 1 was like testing and NDA covered and stuff.
I mean, it could. I don't think it would be.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Vigors complained about it because Sylvie could technically have more HP than him or like personal survivability because she had a 20% DR personal. He only had 20% AoE.
Yeah.
And then also her circle was 20%. It was so unfair to it, and then they had to change it.
I did ask you during the segment, like I think the Sylvie segment, or was it like the bonus segment, whichever it was, like if you guys would want the healing gameplay to be more attrition based, not like one shot based. Have you had any other thoughts on that?
I mean, have I had thoughts about that?
Yeah.
Yes, I've had thoughts about that since season 1, and the answer is yes. I would like the game to be more attrition based, please.
What about you, Smael?
What do I
Sorry,
smell?
can you repeat the question?
Would you want the healing playstyle in the game to be more attrition based, not like one shot based? Because right now, it's
yes.
just, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
EHP is so fucking dog shit, especially when you play the hero with the most unreliable, most like just bad EHP.
You have one external.
Like I love playing Aeona, but I have one external and I can't really rely on it because it is tied to my main tank healing tool and it doesn't have like perfect uptime. I can't like always have it up when I want, and stagger turns off when it's capped.
Yeah.
And all my only shields are tied to Oblivion overhealing. I can't always be pressing Oblivion. If there's stagger, I cannot press Oblivion. It's just like there are too many terms and conditions
Why
to everything, and it
not?
just.
Can I just say it is absolutely criminal that stagger ticks every 3 seconds.
Yes. What the fuck?
It hits less often than the damage the tank takes, so that stagger hits, at least last season, the stagger hits sometimes ended up bigger than the actual chunks of damage it was smoothing out.
Huh?
Oh my god, yeah. I remember like there were just like many instances where like tank died to
A stagger
I don't know.
tick.
Yeah,
Tank
like
at
they
40%
died
health
to.
dies to a stagger tick. Like I don't fucking know.
What?
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, it's your fault. Like, what the fuck? You took the damage, my brother in Christ. I can't cleanse everything all of the time.
I really
It's
wish they just made it the stagger tick every second instead. That would have made it actually feel like you're smoothing out the damage, you know, right? Like, oh, here's a bunch of stagger and it's slowly draining. I can feel it. Now, with like at 3 seconds, I don't fucking did the health get chunked because my tank got hit by a bully bash or because it was a stagger tick? I have no idea.
That's so weird.
Yeah, hold on. I'm making a meme real quick.
Oh.
I think this is like this encapsulates a lot of people's feelings on the healer situation. Hold on, I just need to put this together a bit.
Oh no, that's not his fucking memes, dude.
I am a shit poster at heart. Okay, let me just stream this. Here we go. My magnum opus.
My. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I think this encapsulates the situation. I made this literally 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Sylvie and Aeona did swap places last season. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but still
I think that's like apt reparations for what they did to Sylvie last season.
Yeah.
I honestly think Aeona looks better than she's ever been. It's just everyone else is looking even better. The stuff they did to her going into this season are so fucking cool and so fucking good. They just fucking made it EHP season and she has the worst EHP tools.
Yes.
I like unironically, so genuinely, I enjoy playing her so much more than I ever did in season 2. Like, I think her playstyle is still insanely like weird and unintuitive and feels crafty, and her kit is like super fucking confused, and her design needs a lot of just focus from where it is now. But it's just like she's more fun to play now than she ever has been, and I will bitch about her number of issues to no end till the end of time. But I love playing Aeona. She's so fun.
Smael, how much damage would you say you do overall? Just like a rough, just a random dungeon. How much overall?
It depends on so many things, but I think
just a push key of some kind, just rough overall in the middle of trash.
Yeah, in the middle of trash. Fuck, there's so many variables to consider, but like on a trash pull, on average, I think I go to like 18-ish K. That's just trash.
That's
For trash.
fine. Do you remember that clip of me getting 7 stacks on of 1A back in season 2?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that was 100k DPS. You have to remember, going into this season, we
Yeah.
got every number, like our main stat got reduced by 10x. So your
Yep.
17k DPS is last season
Mhm.
170k
Do we
DPS.
have that clip?
Also, by the way, do you want to guess what my max number of stacks of 1A is? Like, what's my PB stacking this season?
I
with
mean,
wrist?
You've
4.
gotten with wrist. Have you gotten to 10 stacks
Yes.
with wrist?
I have gotten to 15.
What?
Ooh, okay,
What?
but it stopped stacking at 10, right?
Yeah, so it's like 10 and 5 refreshes.
Oh
Okay.
man, holy
Damn.
actual
Like
gamer.
that's my PB currently. Yeah.
God damn.
I'm pretty sure Faye has matched me on like an actual key. I think that was a kind of a farm key, but whatever. I made it. I did it. It was on boss as well, so that's something.
Oh yeah, only one target.
I'm proud of you, young Padawan.
Hell yeah.
Yay, thank you, father.
I feel like going back to the meme you just posted with the healers, I feel like the tanks are
Yeah.
also in a similar situation where, you know,
Yeah.
the love of
I wanted to
CR
touch on
is
that,
just
actually.
Xavian. You know, they fucking love Xavian. And it's very apparent. And Helena is also like, you know, she's not really drowning, but she is kind of up there. And just drowning in the water is just fucking Miko. Because, like, there's such an identity crisis of, I think, like, the healers and the tanks. Like, DPS is what it is. You know, you have 3 melee, 3 range, just kind of whatever it is. But, like, both the healing roles and the tank roles have, like, one character that's so far out of their identity that you can't really pull them in for the like really high stuff without doing some fucking gymnastics to make them fit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing with the tanks at the moment is just that Xavian just does so much more damage than any other tank.
Yeah.
And that just like carries him to wherever the fuck you want to go.
As far as I can tell, he also looks much tankier than any other tank.
Yeah, I think
At least his ability to
redeeming-
not get clapped by casts is very big.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
With
I
a
think the
big
redeeming
caveat.
quality for Helena is just party DR and GM. GM is just GM carries Helena.
GM is the best button in the game. No, but
Yep,
I think a lot of the tanks kind of suffer from the fact that they are like every single tank in this game is a blood DK.
Yeah.
They are right now, they are completely self-sustainable. And the moment they cannot like generate enough mitigation, because their mitigation that they generate is like scaling with stats instead of being flat percentage or whatever, like whatever, let me finish the first thought. The moment your tank cannot match the damage taken, there is nothing your healer can do because you cannot heal nearly as much damage as they mitigate.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, my tank isn't going to be able to keep up in this key. Well, there's nothing I can do because I wasn't healing them before and I can't heal them now.
Yeah, because they're just dead. They fall over, right? That was like the mindset that we went into with I can only speak with Xavian because I didn't play the others this season. Like me and Kush did go into the season, and at the very start because we were broken, but also after the fixes, we just went for the numbers for matching the damage taken with our like healing done, and as long as we could match that, we were golden. And as soon as we couldn't, we fucking fell over.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. And your amount of the amount of damage you're gonna start taking when you can't match it. Like, I cannot match that with healing done. And if I can, then EHP seasons, you just fall over in between my heals.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all the mobs attacked you at once. Lamau.
Yeah, oh, they're synced up. Oh, no.
Oh my god, like...
2 steps away from the pack and they synced up their autos. Get fucked.
In keys where you have ice and you just have somebody bring ice into the fucking pack that you're currently killing and everything gets, like, frozen for a little bit and then they just, like... get out of the stun and then they just all sync up and go hit the tank and the tank just dies to that. It's my fucking favorite every time.
Dude, it's so rough syncing up like the autos of enemies. I don't know it's not a hard. It's just like when you don't notice the syncing, you just suddenly take your entire health bar in one hit and you just go, what the fuck? Like I don't know how the mobs are like their attack speed. I don't know how it's coded, but it feels like all the mobs just have the same attack speed.
More or less. I think they have a default attack speed and they're all pretty much the same. I think it's like around 2 seconds, 2.4 or something like that.
Yeah, with some mobs being like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think execution is like almost 4 seconds.
Everything's so fucking chunky,
It's the same as Corsairs.
Another fun
'Cause,
thing
like-
about HP season is also like bleeds
Mm.
from, for example, the executioners, because I just thought of it. The fucking
Mhm.
bleed from season 2 that would fucking annihilate like the damage taken increase they had. Like
Mhm.
that's
I mean, they
just
still have
not
it.
yeah, it's just not an issue because everything has shields. It doesn't
No,
stack
no, no,
on
no, no.
shields.
So prior seasons,
Hmm?
it would stay, but this season it drops when you get to max health. Prior seasons you could get the tank to max health just fine, but this
Oh.
season it now drops
Mhm.
when you get to max health.
What?
It didn't before,
much.
What the fuck? So
which is
that's
why it doesn't fucking matter now. Before it was like
What?
the executioner is a thing you tank, and then you plan to kite it at like I don't know whatever amount of
Yeah,
stacks.
10 or something.
But now the executioner is just a mob. You make sure not to stand in front, or you're gonna get one shot.
Yeah, because
That's all he
cleave
is.
is like 180 degrees or something.
It's just a big.
Yeah, why are
board.
the cleaves so big?
I don't know.
What's up with that, CR?
It's a little too big. It should be like 100 degrees, not 180.
Also, I feel
Uh,
like with some cleaving mobs or even bosses, it's just like it feels like the fucking hitbox from the cleave or the AoE or whatever. It's just like extends like kind of like into the model. So
Yeah.
it's just like if you kind of like standing on the mob, you're still getting cleave.
Yeah,
because
ruins
why not?
boss.
Oh yeah, I've had like many of my melee DPS just getting randomly beamed on.
Oh yeah, the fucking the
Sands.
balls go on
Mm.
sands. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just. I have my Tariq just like kind of like stood out of the boss's hitbox and they still get beamed. Like, what's up with that? Hello.
Oh, what that's interesting.
And that has happened like multiple times. It has not been just like an isolated incident that I could chalk up to like ping or whatever desync bullshit. It's just like it has been many times.
Yeah.
And I have gotten like actual like screenshots of the situations that they got hit in. Tariq is too big. Yeah. That is true and real.
He's fat.
Tariq hitbox. I real quick, you were asking about attrition healing, right?
Yeah.
I think I am actually really happy with Ruins boss. I
Oh,
think
for
Ruins
sure.
boss, they opted in to have a boss with the primary healing challenge being a rot. And you can even opt into making the rot bigger in exchange for having less mechanics elsewhere.
Mhm.
I am really
Yes.
happy with that. And I want to share just a clip from earlier today when we killed it. Look at this.
Ooh, moo time.
Look at this, right?
Mhm.
You were saying, would you like it if there was like attrition-based healing stuff?
Oh no.
This is me actually running out of resources and having people rot to death.
No.
No
When you're
way.
supposed to- But look at like my heart bloom isn't ramped yet. I can't get people up. Like I actually ran out of resources. Like this was an attrition
That's
that I
crazy.
lost. And then we're back to
Whoa.
it. Like I'm fine. Everything's back. I ult again. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, but W.
Like I say, like we had a soak that happened. Like a soak went through over here. It's hidden behind the boss over here, right?
Of course, yeah.
And that chunks everyone and puts me behind. So like, and look how long it takes. It's from
Oh.
29:44.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jesus
It took
Christ, yeah.
5 seconds before somebody actually died from that.
Wow.
I get put
Yep.
behind and it took 5. That is a yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's good. We like this.
But it should happen
Yes!
before 65.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I'm
by the
so
way,
happy.
Make healers heal, please.
OTM, don't look in the chat. You're gonna be rage baited.
Oh my god, this retweet.
Nah, that wouldn't help. That wouldn't help.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
god,
amount
Connie, you
of-
can't say that.
You're it's fine. Like I am beyond the point of getting angry about
Okay, fair enough.
shrooms. Yeah,
No, enemies
this
are
is to the point where like they were calling. We have cheat death, by the way, just to remind me to like pause and breathe because I was about to spam RLs here, but
Mhm.
instead of
Oh,
like
yeah.
wait a minute, I can, heal myself and ult. Okay, wait. Okay, we're good. Ooh,
Yeah.
Anyway, I really like this boss because
Yeah.
it's just like once you get that second level of green, it actually just turns into an attrition fight. If I ever don't have
Oh,
a
yeah.
ramped Heartbloom going, we are fucked.
Mm. This boss is
Which
so
is so
nice,
nice.
except for the fucking intermission being 10 seconds of just downtime.
I was just gonna say, like, I would really enjoy this boss if it didn't have like 3 to 5 business days of forced downtime for everybody. Like, why is the cast so long? Like, I understand that it's like to give you actual like time and space to like move into like whatever fucking mechanic you want to interact with there.
Mhm.
It's just so long.
And the
They
fact that
can't
the
do
boss
anything during
takes
it.
99% less damage during it, so it
Yes.
doesn't even like you're just standing there. At least we
Yeah.
can hit our funnel a bit, just to troll
Yeah.
SPT a little.
Yeah. It would be fun if
also-
they lowered the overall health, but like doing the intermission when it starts casting, you have to kill an ad before you can like activate a totem or something.
Maybe.
Just to have something to do during the intermission.
Something.
Yeah. It's feels kind of looking at this fight. There's so many mistakes making, and I'm also just remembering, dude. This run here on the leaderboards is like the second fastest ruins. It's the fastest Sylvie by a little bit, but it's like 6 seconds behind the Vigor group.
6, 7.
But
big surprise.
But like we got to this boss a minute later than we had before, just because so much bullshit going on here.
Oh my god! I
think
love
we were like-
gaming. Hell yes.
Tank forgot some of the mobs, so I like
Arg. Come on, man.
No. What happened? It's not necessarily his fault.
No,
We
no,
pulled
no.
some extra mobs earlier, and he thought this was enough.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
It happens, yeah.
It's a whole. Anyway, dude, that's pro tip for doing runes fast. Just pull everything onto Disciple. Whatever you think you can pull onto Disciple, you can pull more. Just make it work.
But I thought we hated disciples.
I hate Disciple, dude. I hate Disciple. I hate Disciple a lot. I rage quit yesterday after like 2.5 hours of playing because I just could not take playing this garbage dungeon anymore because it's just so much bullshit on bullshit on bullshit. Oh, you have to get near the mobs, but actually, you have a brood. Go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Do you actually do debating for your group, or?
Yeah, I do because I'm the only person that makes sense. Like, it's a
and also, it is 100%.
I guess I can go back to the first one because that's the one where we actually fully milk it. I have a lot of tools for it. Like I run the Dune, so I have a 50% DR during my personal, and then also Root Sap as a 20% DR. I hope I use it here. Hello, yeah, there we go. Like a 20% DR, and I have my own external on myself to shield myself, and that's how we sort of. But look at this scar. I shouldn't have lived that.
You popped your torment there.
It was already popped during the.
Oh yeah, it went down from the ritual.
But like, I'm just moving instinctually, just jumping a little bit, and just my health.
Yeah,
but like real talk, I think the broods are literally the worst mob in this instance. There's nothing that is as fucking annoying as them.
The brutes?
I hate them with a passion.
Yeah.
The little jumpy guys that put the bleed on you, like
they are.
Yeah.
The fact that they can put you in what I can best call checkmate.
Yep.
Like, for example, when I'm running in with this, right? Like I'm running in with the beam here. I have to get the disciple, or sorry, the sibling spawned next to the mob, so we don't waste pulses. We want to get every single pulse after the mobs, right? So I need to be moving in here also fucking boomerangs while having to do this. So I move into melee like this. And then we spawn the guy.
You get a stack.
If I stay here, if I stand still here, I'm dead to the pulse. The next pulse that hits me, one shot.
Yeah.
So I need to get away. Like I need to be running here, and if I get bled during this, I'm just dead.
Yeah, checkmate. Makes sense.
Let me show another clip. This is another funny clip of me yesterday. I fucking because I like actually yelled here. I was so angry. But this is me getting put in checkmate, right? Like I move in with this, spawn it.
Oh my god, dude!
R.I.P.
Like I'm just running.
Rude moment.
And just. Like, I'm just supposed. Am I supposed to react to that and stop? Like, I guess like I am.
Especially for a mob that's in a dungeon with so many like frontals and stuff, where you have to move.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We had
combo
to,
that is evil.
Just because the frontals were doing too much bullshit. Like we ended up pulling wolves, and like I have to plan how I move around whether or not there's a frontal. Anyway, yeah, that I tilted yesterday pretty hard.
Understandable. I do not fault you for that.
Yeah,
I really don't like the design of the disciples. I really don't like the design of the broods. I think the boomerang guys, the sullets, they're great. Especially love how I can safe spot them.
The only problem with those and like the frontals in that dungeon in general, because there's all these fucking puddles everywhere. It's just like if you get the boomerang into the puddle, it literally like pretty much turns invisible when it's in the water. Like you can't see any frontals while they're in the puddles.
Oh my god. Yes. I have a screenshot actually of exactly that. Because I was complaining about that yesterday. Hold on, let me find it. Is this the one? No, that is not the one. This is the one. Okay, yeah. Name drop. I'm gonna post it in. I'm gonna send it in DMs. So you
Okay.
can see here. Please point out
Ideas?
where the boomerang is on this picture.
I love guessing games. Yippee.
I mean, you can see it when you know it's there, but like,
Put it on screen. I want to see too.
I mean,
Put
I
it on
can see
screen.
it. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Can I do this? I think we're. Where the fuck are? Can I? Nope, that's the wrong screen. One sec. Right, so this is what we're looking at. So I've already spotted it, but I'll give people a second
I
to
see it.
try to see the boomerang here.
I mean, it's
There-
not
there's like
necessarily that
a-
it's. Wait, if you know it's there, it's pretty easy to spot. But it's the like,
Yeah.
Oh,
pretend you're playing the game here, and you're especially looking at the disciple cast bar in order to figure out when it's coming the beam, so you can use your personal.
Yeah,
And now react to there being a boomerang here.
yeah, it's right there if people can't see it.
Yeah, just
So
just
it's
there's like
under
a
the
little
water.
slice of like darker ground, like in front of the puddle as well.
Yeah,
It's just like why?
yeah.
there's certainly
Like a lot
something
of
about like
frontals.
all of the ground things shouldn't be flowing with the ground. It should be like above the ground
absolutely.
because this should
Yeah, for
never go
sure.
under the terrain. Like it's such
Yeah.
probably not an easy thing to fix, but having it projected on
mean-
top of the flooring.
I mean, it is following the floor. The problem is just you can go under the water.
Yeah,
The water
Yeah.
isn't the floor.
Yeah.
Water does not equal floor.
Yeah.
You can. There's no swimming in this game. Like water is just visual. Like
Nobody
it's.
can
yeah.
swim. Not even Tarek and his.
Oh, have you tried folding? There were some out of bounds spots. I can't remember any right now that remain, but there were some out of bounds spots where you could jump into water
Mhm.
and stay alive, and you just
Oh,
walk
and
underneath
Riverside.
it.
Yeah, Race has one.
There's that one waterfall you can jump down from, and you can just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
surf along it.
But also
You just-
around the first boss arena, like you can get all the way to the edge, and you're
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
submerged before you fall off the edge.
Yep. Also, like with the twisting slice from the zealots, like most frontals, I feel like in this game just do not like follow z-axis. As in, it's just like if they're like on the ground, you're on the stairs. It's not gonna hit you if it's like even aimed into your direction. But the fucking twisting slices, they just like go up and down stairs. Like it does
Well,
not care.
They
And I
they
know this-
follow they follow the curvature of the fucking
Yeah.
floor, but they can like they hit walls and bounce off, so you can
Oh,
stand
yeah.
on some things.
Mm.
You can LOS that shit, haha.
I mean, hold on, let me see.
Sort
I
of.
don't think I have a. Just keep talking. I might
Yeah,
have
yeah,
something
but it's
to
just
show
like-
off. But
The like stairs and slopes and that type of shit. Like I know that the twisting slice goes up and down them. I know this for a fact, but like every time I see it happen, it just like surprises me because like that's just not the case for like literally any other frontal in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like necessarily bad design, but it's like a fun inconsistency in that way that it's just like okay, that just behaves differently than literally anything else.
Yeah, but coming from like another like MMO background, coming from like
Hmm.
either Final Fantasy or WoW for that matter, it's I don't know how to code, I don't know how to make games, but even in WoW, who like, they've had like 20 plus years to fix the same
Hmm.
issue, and they just can't crack it, right? Or maybe just
Hmm.
they don't want to. I don't know what it is, but it does seem genuinely hard to make obstacles kind of move with the curvature of like terrain when you have like something like a staircase or a hill, like a really steep hill. So
Yeah,
I
'cause,
wouldn't
like,
fault them for that.
when is a wall or a ramp?
Yeah,
know?
exactly. When are you supposed to scale and when are you not supposed to scale, right? the
Mhm.
age-old fucking Skyrim question. Can a
Pretty
horse
much.
go up this hill? Yes. It's always
Sometimes the
yes.
answer is yes, sometimes it's no. So let's just default to.
Sometimes you just don't know.
Let's
No, but
default to
sometimes the
yes.
devs want the answer to be yes, right? Like,
yeah. I mean,
But also,
clever game
like,
mechanics.
who decided that the fucking pizza slice AoEs from the champions, I believe, in Ruins, like, why are those green? When the ground is
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
Who decided this was a good idea?
it's just like, all right, dude. The floor is red, the sky is red, all the lights are red, and then the circles you have to dodge on the floor are red. Like, come on.
I'm not even colorblind, like, far from it, in fact, but it's just like, this is a fucking accessibility hazard, like, what? What went through your head when you decided that this was, like, an okay thing to put in the game like this?
Dude,
And, like, we were bitching about that on the PT.
yeah, but
Like,
dude,
all the way through. As soon as we got into the instance, it's just like, why is this AoE green when the ground is green? Question mark?
Question mark?
And it is so green.
Dude, but one of my selling points to like most of my friends that I got to play Fellowship with me, one of my selling points was that most mechanic, like almost every mechanic, is really well telegraphed. And then this season we got the fucking wolf. The fucking wolf that howls
I have thoughts
when
on
it
that
does
also.
fucking nothing, and then it howls the same exact voice line when it does the fucking, stun. It's like, when do I fucking run away, please?
One wolf does the voice line when it does the thing you're supposed to kick, and then the other type of wolf does the voice line when it charges. Or
Yeah, and also when you
Yes.
pull them, and also when you stun them, and then do the first attack after a stun.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, and then you have unholy pulls where you have both types of dogs in there, and it's just like non-stop fucking woo, and it's just like, can somebody like let me turn off the VFX for this? I don't want to listen to this.
I mean, if you're pulling a shit ton of dogs, you've already lost anyway.
Yeah.
That's true,
the
but
dogs
sometimes
get
it just happens.
people- Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And just the amount of stuff they added this season that specifically fucks melee players as well. Like, I don't know why people choose to play melee in Fellowship. Like, surely you should have learned by now that is just not a correct
It's
option.
not a good time.
Like, you're just
I think some people just
choosing.
enjoy pain.
You're just choosing to die.
Yeah.
For the benefit of doing less damage than an Ardius. Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of this? What are we doing here?
Dude, did you not see fucking Solong's and Isidore's segment? Adios he's special, dude. Holy fuck. You gotta do math. Like, what the fuck? What his record was like 17 stacks of the fucking dot they can have? Like, what the fuck?
Damn it, I need to get those numbers as well with my dots.
Yeah, holy fuck. But yeah,
surely I can make 17.
But going back to a previous point, like I think like one of the things that's so ass about being melee this season is just the fact that it's one shot or nothing. Attrition based gaming or like attrition based season would probably make melee a lot more playable. Maybe.
I mean, sure, but they'd still take, like, on average, much more damage than ranged players, because every single mechanic... I haven't played WoW in a while, but I've been told by people that play WoW that in WoW, pretty much every mechanic fucks ranged. And, like, being melee is super easy because you don't have to do anything. And, like, nothing targets you and whatever. But in Fellowship, it's the exact opposite. As ranged, you are bing chilling all the fucking time, and everything that happens is, like, stuff near the tank or like stuff emanating from the mobs.
Yeah.
So that you can fix by just being far enough away, but funnily enough, you're playing melee, so you just get fucked.
I think from a person who plays WoW, because I'm raiding later as well, the last like 4 seasons have been way harder on melee, I feel like. But that might just be me, because I'm tanking WoW as well. Because it's just that fucking meme of the guy chilling in his car when, singing along to songs or whatever when you're playing range. Like, nothing is going on in range in WoW, except for, like, Laura, the latest, like, end boss. That boss, if you're ranged, you're having a fucking hard life. But yeah, I feel like current WoW is pretty balanced. But it's funny that the Fellowship is so hard against melee, yeah. I do agree.
It was already heavily leaning against melee last season, and then this season they add 2 new dungeons that just zealots.
Melee hell.
Zealots are okay for melee. Disciples. Yeah, okay, fair enough. No, actually, disciples fuck melee because of the siblings.
Yeah.
Brutes.
Every single dog fucks melee. Brutes fucks melee because they don't get even less warning before they get the bleed. They have the same bullshit to deal with as us.
Yeah. Taskmasters. Bro.
I mean, you're kind of in Godfall. I think you're forced into melee enough to where it's not specifically. There are mechanics that fuck people in melee, but that allow you to stay outside.
Yeah,
those are the specific ones that fuck melee players. Otherwise, if they fuck melee, but everyone's forced into melee anyway, then they fuck everyone equally. So it's not specifically melee players getting shit on. It's just everyone, which is fine. Like that's
true.
good.
That's true. Yeah.
Give the melee players some slack, man. Like let's have a mechanic that isn't okay. There are mechanics that targets the person the furthest away.
I mean, disciples.
That's great, right? But the thing is, they become healer mechanics. Because what is the best person to occupy all their time and have them do nothing of value because all they're doing is just running around doing a mechanic? Obviously not the ranged player, because like they do important, they do damage, they do whatever. Put that on the healer, there's nothing else to do anyway.
Yeah. What's the mob in Sifros? The mage?
The Arcanist?
Arcanist, yeah, I think, with the
Scholar,
fucking
scholar.
crystals.
Scholar.
Yeah,
Scholar, yeah. Deceitful
And
Scholar.
Leonhard also. Yes,
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
orbs. I love cutting orbs.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, I do like cutting orbs because it feels like I'm doing something of value. Like,
Yeah.
unironically.
yeah.
Like, it's something I get to do that helps us, that I have to do and do right. And if I don't do it right, then it can be seen.
Yeah.
Instead of,
Fucking
like, the amount of times I have died. Honest, this was 65 ruins. I've died, respawned, ran back to the pack, and everything was fine.
What do you mean?
healer optional.
What
What
the
do you
fuck am I
mean?
here for? Like, all I had to do was be back in time for the next disciple bait. That is the one thing I had to do.
Yeah. That's so
And
crazy
that's,
to say.
that's ruins because it's just recent memory, but so many other dungeons are the exact fucking same. What am I here for? Like, what am I doing?
Why are we here? What are we doing?
There's nothing that does damage
I
to
don't
anyone but
know.
the tank. And all the tanks are blood DKs anyway. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
You heal yourself, whatever. I don't care.
Like,
That's
I'm
also
just
like,
here-
if they didn't nerf, Xavian to the ground with his like group healing, he would have been even more broken than he already is.
Oh, for sure.
One
yeah.
global with Omega, and I fully heal the entire team if I run crit build. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Thanks. I regress back into a stagger bot. This is what I was built to be. Goodbye.
There is a reason I dodged Aeona this season, and it was because I knew it was coming.
Mm.
I knew the stagger bot was coming. I had fallen for the trap in season 2. I wasn't falling for it again.
Mm.
At least cleansing stagger does not feel like absolute ass this season. Like I feel like it actually feels like it's making a
Stagger
difference
is
because
net
it heals.
positive. At least it's net positive. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? It wasn't net positive before. So if you're cleansing stagger, you're literally just spinning your
Trolling.
wheels, doing nothing. Like, yep.
But
The
hey,
math
we got
on-
converging
the math on
timelines now,
stagger and
so
cleanses last season, just in case you're underwear name drop.
Mm.
The math on stagger and cleanses last season was, suppose you have 100 health.
Yeah.
And you take 50 damage, which gives you, let's say, 25 stagger, right?
Okay.
And now you buff Aeona's stagger cleanses to 100%. She can cleanse all of the stagger, instantly.
Yeah.
So you don't even take any of the stagger damage. She just presses one button, all the stagger is now cleansed, and you get healed from that.
Yeah.
You end up at 75% health. So from taking damage at 100% health, go down to 50, Aeona uses her healing button, quote unquote, to cleanse stagger,
yes, healing.
puts you back to 75.
Mm.
You could not. Stagger cleanses was not a healing button, because if there was healing required, you could not stagger cleanse your way out of it.
No,
Because
you
you would
press the
always
oblivion.
you always go net negative. You always went net negative on health from taking damage and then cleansing the stagger.
Mm.
People would end up at less health than they had going in, so it was just not a thing you had the opportunity to do, unless something else was healing, like Rhyme or Xavian or whatever. In which case, stagger cleansing was
Rhyme.
effectively a really
I love you used that as an
Stagger
example.
Stagger
I mean, it's
cleansing was
real, though.
effectively a really good DR. Like, if you could do nothing but cleanse stagger, you are effectively doing a 25%. No, 75%. No, 50% DR, sorry.
Yeah.
You're effectively doing a 50% DR on all damage taken, which is really effective, but when you need health bars to move up, you don't need them to move down less slowly, then you are fucked. At least this season, they changed the numbers such that you are now net positive on cleansing stagger. So even if some stagger has ticked off, as long as you're cleansing, people's health is moving up net positive.
Yeah.
We love it. It feels good to do, actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now you get to be a stagger bot and not fall behind.
Hippie!
Yay! You can be used. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
my hero
again, I'm not in, like, the fucking highest keys in the world, again, still, but it's just, like, it feels like, usually in my prog keys, like, I still get, like, a pretty healthy mix of, like, pressing, like, all of my spenders. It obviously depends on the dungeon and the route and the affixes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember which one it was, but I think my record amount of amend fades hits within one dungeon, it was around the 150 mark, which was atrocious. My DPS was very bad because I just did not get to hit Oblivion ever. Also, let me pull up my Sailors 59 logs because I think I had a record number of restore continuities there. It was something
spamming?
absolutely atrocious as well. Yeah, because it's just, so we cleared this with double Tariq, which is a little bit suboptimal because we pull like 6
Sailors?
shades into we pull like 6
Fucking hell.
shades into the first pull, which we need to check in one off because otherwise we will die to the curses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that necessitates that later on because we go the right hand side. We need to play the Magi.
Oh, you don't
Because
chicken
we
that?
usually would, we would usually want to check in that, but we can't because we need to check in one of the shades of the first pull. So this was
Ooh.
just some inspired home cooking, really.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
What's your second
pull
chicken
up
then?
this. What's the
A
shit?
Corsair?
I don't remember. I
Uh-huh.
honestly don't remember. I'm just like, I needed to prog that fucking key for like 3 days. I like memory hold everything about it at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, let's see. I hit 102 restore continuities throughout that pull dungeon.
102.
I could not play
What?
Embrace, so my PHP is non-existent.
You clicked it
Okay, let me
40
just pull up this
times
line.
per pull?
Yeah.
The
Oh
fuck you
my god! I
mean?
need to show you the clip. I need to show you the clip of like an unhealable situation because it is actually kind of beautiful and how horrifying it is.
What
Hold on,
the
let me
fuck?
just let me just stream this shit.
Dude, while
You
you
don't-
do that, I was doing like a Aeona stuff, like alt stuff. I did like a Sith rolls, I think 20 something, and Isidore decided to raid me with like 40 people in the middle of the most
Oh.
demon pack ever, dude. It was fucking insane. My fucking Helena tank pulled like, I think he pulled 17 shards into one pull. I was just like, I don't have nasty spell. What
love
are you
that.
doing?
I love that so much. Also,
you just let
69%
people die,
overheating.
and then you
Yeah.
laugh at them for dying.
Ooh,
I haven't
ooh,
actually
nice.
like looked at like high keys HPS numbers, but I think
It's
10k
pretty
HPS
nice.
is like pretty. It's something.
Your overheal
I
is
did the thing here.
it's nice. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very nice.
it's nice.
So let's see the casts. How many casts per minute do you have of cleansing?
Okay, hold on. Let's see the CPM. That is an atrociously low Oblivion CPM, honestly. But
CPM of
I'm still in like
9.4.
70s.
70?
God damn! Here I thought I had it bad last season.
Yeah.
Holy!
This is just my personal hell key. I did not have a good time in Sailor
Your
Fate.
your CPM of restore continuity alone is greater than my CPM of restore continuity and amend fate on Silken 40 last season.
Mhm. That was also, I didn't actually like, I never got that far in season 2, but yeah,
Nobody
that
else did
seems
E40
hellish.
Silken, so yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't.
Dude,
We were the
season
only
2
team
kind
that
of
did
stopped at like the
E40 Silken.
20s. Then people had to play WoW, right?
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
People in general say they quit because of the Shadowlord bug ruining competitive
Dude,
integrity.
wait.
I think they quit because they wanted to play WoW.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
WoW came out
that's fair
the
enough.
2 weeks after the season. Smael, go back.
But yeah, there was
Okay.
still plenty of Fellowship left to be played, if you ask me. And
Yeah.
what we did,
Oh.
my group, is we didn't like the Shadowlord bug, so we wanted to see how far we could push without using it. And the answer is you could get the E40s, like E41s was possible.
Oh, for sure.
But nobody, I mean, obviously nobody wanted to do it. And the people that did keep playing for the most part did the Shadowlord bug, and good for them. I have nothing against that.
Yeah.
To be clear, it was a whole drama.
I saw like a clip from Izzy doing like they did something insane on Brave Tide with like triple Shadow Lord or something into one pull. It was fucking crazy. But yeah, I just want to see your
Yeah,
mounted up 2 times. That's just what I want to see.
A fun little Aeona tip for any little Aeona struggling with Shadow Lord: simply ask your tank to pull more shit into it. If you're playing rest size, the multi-dotting will simply just carry your healing in a big way. Like it works. Trust me, it's
Yeah.
gonna be so good, and you're gonna enjoy the shit out of it.
Yeah, because the more you dot, the more chrono you get, and
Yeah,
the more you can
will
spam
have
your
so
Swift, right?
more
And
passive
all the healing from your dots is by definition not overhealing. Like it is first 100% effective.
Yeah.
So
It's really
so
good.
long as you can match the damage taken, then you are perfectly fine, because you will literally never overheal unless there is no other option.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a clip of a really fun unhealable EHB type situation where I
Yay.
somehow managed to out-heal 2 curses on the same key. Hold on, let me just restream this.
Okay. 2 curses? Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, affixes? Oh, no.
Okay, let's see the shit.
Just look at the health bars.
Okay.
Look at my
Should I zoom in on
my
this?
cooldown on
This
my
is-
MD. Okay, let me see if I can actually zoom now. Okay,
No,
hold on,
I
can't.
got to zoom.
Okay,
What
cool.
the
Okay.
fuck is this? Holy hell.
We get the soak. We got 4
Hmm.
stacks of the planchette on 2 people.
What
The
the
soak
f-
happening and people going to full health immediately after. Yeah, this is about my experience on Sylvie as well.
Dude, my guy, you have
Yeah.
70 MS doing this. How the fuck?
This is about normal. Also, let's see my FPS. It is hovering around. It's
20?
actually kind of decent.
20.
It's like
This is
in the
good.
30s,
This is
30s.
good
It's
for
pretty
Aeona.
decent. Oh
You can
yeah,
see
like when we
nothing.
were
Oh,
When we
Smael,
were
you were lucky.
putting
You
this
got a
key-
Wayfarer proc at the beginning of this. You lucky
Oh
dog.
yeah, insane.
Oh.
I also have the DP up right now.
Yeah.
I'm so
got
happy.
it.
I'm literally
Look
never
at,
been
look at your
happier.
buff bar right at the beginning of this clip, dude. It happens. The Wayfarer procs happen right when you want it. It is
Yes.
actually
Oh
insane.
god, thank you.
Look at
I
that.
honestly don't know if I could have
There
like
you go,
killed
yeah.
that as
Wow.
well as I did without the procs. So proc gaming. This is
Proc gaming.
DP propaganda. Simply just
We-
ditch D-Might, just run Dark Prophecy. It's good, I promise.
Dude, the fact that the Wayfarer can still like lower the cooldown while it's still active is kind of nuts, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in theory, the amount of haste you have on Aeona increases the amount of cooldown you can reduce on Wayfarer. There is a
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
where you can reach 100% uptime, but that's at like theoretical maybe 1,000 haste or something.
Yeah.
Who has enough
Realistically,
hands for that?
I'm at
I
about like
mean, you
36,
just-
37 uptime percent. Blah, blah.
Oof.
Yes.
36, 37. That's interesting. I'm
Yeah.
on like when I play Wayfarer, I'm on like 26%, and that my
Yeah,
hero
like, I
is
think-
not good for uptime on it, which means
Yeah.
to me it doesn't even matter that much. Wayfarer is just kind of
Yeah,
meh.
because
Wayfarer is
did-
just good.
yeah, because you and
I did-
Brocrest told us that
actually, I don't think it's that good. What is it? 25% haste, right? On a
25 and 4,
37%
yeah.
uptime, that averages out to 9.25% haste. Okay, that is just barely below Hunter's Focus, I guess. No, it's actually
Yeah.
worse than Hunter's Focus.
you can get that from the gems you have now, right? With the 6 out of 10 during the execute phase. That's 9% from the adrenaline.
No. How many? No. I think this is more comparing it versus stats. I think if you just ran stats, you would have much more haste on average? Question mark.
Yeah, because it's baseline.
Also, let's see some of my uptimes on that key also.
Like
This is like my
9.25
favorite thing to look at.
with 4 slots. That's like, I mean, 2.3% haste per slot. That is actually pretty good. I take it back. It's pretty okay.
But
It's
wasn't the issue with the?
Wayfarer is
Oh, go
bad.
ahead.
No, it's just my Wayfarer is on average about the same value as haste on slots.
Yeah.
I think for Aeona, at least with my build, it is like very valuable because like you're pressing so many like core abilities.
Yeah.
You're pressing like Barrage on cooldown, you're pressing EC pretty much on cooldown, as long as you're stacking it properly.
And importantly, you are reducing the fuck out of those cooldowns. But I'm surprised it's only 37, 38%. I would have expected
Yeah.
like with everything going on Aeona's kit, I would have expected like the amount of cooldown reduction something in the 40s,
Yeah, like
But
I
I
think
haven't done the math on it, but just vibing it out from how much I have versus how much you should be reducing. But yeah, guess it's just not.
if I recall,
Yeah.
if I recall correctly, pressing EC reduces the cooldown on Wayfarer by 3 seconds, Barrage is 2 seconds, and whenever you, for whatever reason, hit
Ooh.
Echoes, it's like it's the 0.2 seconds.
That's
but
pretty
like
good.
negligible. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and if you're pressing Barrage every third global, yeah, like I think
it's
you're
probably
supposed to.
not realistically that much. Like I
That's a
think
lot,
on this
though,
key,
yeah.
I had a kind of a
The problem is, it is a lot,
high
but it's also not that
CPM,
much
yeah.
uptime for it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know how Aeona plays this season. I alluded to it last time but the stuff you guys are doing this season as a season 2 Aeona completely breaks my brain. Like, how
Yeah.
is this
It
work?
is.
But
It's
you
so
know,
action.
fucking shine on. I'll let you have it because I
Yes,
sure
sir.
as hell am not falling for the trap.
Not this season, at least.
Not this season, dude. I am not falling for Aeona. She looks really fun, and then you become a cleanse bot. It's like, nope.
Yeah.
No.
But she's
thanks.
like much less of a cleanse bot this season than she was previous season.
You
Like,
say
I don't
and
know, I
pull
think-
your fucking cleanse 40 times a pull.
Okay, but-
What do you mean?
But this was like a special case. Like I
Oh,
have
okay.
like keys where the numbers are much more reasonable, but it's just like because the route was so whack because of the DPS comp, because you require so much like bullshit on that like plant pool that I showed the clip from, and there's also like always the danger of somebody getting stacked out from curses if we don't have the stops for them. You just need to do some absolute horseshit. And also this was an ultimatum key, so I needed to be like on the ball with my fucking stacking game. I think my
Ultimatum's
stacks are kind
so
of
fun.
mid here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ultimatum's so fun on Aeona. Oh, I miss it, dude. That is something I miss, just pressing my buttons like a fucking maniac.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's just like because of like how consistent you can get the 1A stacking on rest, it's just like you need to be like kind of hard focusing on your stacks, and you need to be always like cognizant of like, okay, where the hell is my current EC and like where in its like duration is it at, and when I need to cast the next one. But also like on this specific key, like there were so many like variables. Like a lot of the time I got griefed out of my stacks because I needed to like dispel somebody because they could curse right then when it was my refresh window, and it pissed me off immensely.
Yeah.
Also, like I keep like kind of alluding to it with like the Aeona ult, but like can I talk about it for a little bit? Because
Wait,
I've had
Can
like
you quickly just go to boss damage dealt to boss?
I will, yes. Okay, hold
During
on.
the boss
Damage
pull,
done.
just damage dealt to boss. I'm just curious now.
Hold on.
Oh, you do it up there. Okay.
Synthara.
And then
Boss
9.5.
damage is kind of that's kind of trash. Usually I'm at like above 11k, but
Wait,
because it's
I
Helena's
haven't-
doing
it's
that
just-
little?
Yeah.
What?
Let me see here. It could be a funny outlier. Let me just.
Yeah, because 6K is
Probably. I think my average is like yeah, I think my average on like pure single target is like around 11k, a bit above. I hope. I would hope.
Oh, I mean, also the big. Maybe it's just because you have the big downtime doing the charm.
Yeah, that's something as well. But also, like, I remember, like, I was so like I've been progging this key for so long that I just kind of like let go on my fucking whole DPS rotation. It was just like we just need to live. I just need to like not fuck up dispel someone.
Yeah. How much time did you have
I
at the
mean-
end?
Actually, our timer was like very cozy.
Yeah, a minute or something.
Yeah. If I do recall, like, what the hell is the timer on
I think it's
Abyss? Because like
11:40
this is still, to my knowledge, the fastest clear of this key with double Tariq, with very cursed route, with Aeona.
Yeah, the timer's 11:57. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
we had
that's
about
fine.
a minute.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's very cozy.
I mean, just
And
for
I'm-
context, right? On 59 Sailor's Abyss, I did 8.1k boss damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
That's a lot then. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think you were doing
I
pretty
think
good.
it
And if you're
was-
telling me that's not a lot, then I'm like, ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But then you look at the amount of overall vigor does, and you just get sad.
Yep.
Because like, what are we doing with
I
our
would
life?
rather
There's no
not
vigor.
because I don't want to be depressed.
It's like, what am I doing with my life? And then the vigor players go, no, we deal 2 to 3k less boss damage. It's like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Dwarf.
it's like, okay, sure. You can also just do 15k more overall, and
Yeah.
also your tank is immortal. Like, I
What is
don't,
that?
sure,
Yeah.
but
Where's the
yeah,
payoff?
our boss takes 20, 30 seconds longer. Yeah, sure, but everything else is
Okay.
2 minutes faster. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck do you mean?
What are you sacrificing?
Also, like
No, but they have to be
thing-
in position to get healed. Yeah, okay.
That's a you issue,
Oh,
not a them
no.
issue. What do you mean?
you have the best EHP in the game. What more do you want?
It's not unconditional. No, sure, but you can meet the conditions, so I don't care. It's the, anyway.
Yes, the
'Cause I
crash
remember
outs.
that, like-
Yes.
The fun thing about progging this key was that like I knew the timer was gonna be kind of tight. Usually, I don't know, like for the clear, it somehow was not. But it was just like I knew that I needed to be like on the ball with the fucking stacks because otherwise we might not fucking make the timer somehow.
Mhm.
So for whatever reason, I am cursed every time we're playing an ultimatum key, and I'm getting like godlike stacks, like literally every pull going like fucking +10 or whatnot. Every time my tank dies in mysterious ways. It's as if he knows that I'm doing what just creeps my overalls for no reason. I don't know what it is, but it's just like like literally all of my clear overalls are trash because it's just like I've done it so many fucking times and it just like happens to be the run. Like I just like joke about it every time. It's just like, okay, my stacks are trash. This run, it's probably gonna be the one, guys. And he often is.
That's kind of the fellowship experience, right?
Yes. I don't get to
Sure.
pars because I do not get to pars.
Parses are fake, man. Don't exist. It's fine.
It's true.
It's propaganda.
But also,
By the Vigor
I feel like
mains.
there's a certain responsibility on me being like the sole Aeona representative at this point that I need to perform at the top of my game and literally every key because I need to prove the world that my hero is not utter shit,
Nah,
even though
man.
she kind of is.
Dude, you put too much pressure on yourself. Just have fun, man.
A little
Have
bit.
fun.
You have
Okay,
nothing to prove. We know you're fighting an uphill battle. You've nothing to
Yeah.
prove.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, brother, I
It's
just looked at fucking logs of Vigor versus
Yep.
Sylvie on 65 Sailor's Abyss, and they are doing the same amount of DPS to the boss, but Vigor's doing like 15k more overall.
Oh my god.
No.
Overall?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we have Vyra doing just to boss in the boss pool doing 5.8k, and we have Senecan
Yep.
just on boss in the boss pool doing 5.7.
Yeah.
So pretty much the same within margin of error.
Yeah, that's
But then
fine.
you look at overall, just overall across the entire dungeon, Sylvie is doing 18k. Ooh, that's not bad, 18k
That's not
overall.
bad.
That's really good.
Very respectable.
Vigor is doing 32. No, 33k.
On average.
This is overall. Like I thought he was 30k because I was seeing the bottom one, but that was actually the tank. The tank was doing 30k, and he was doing 33.
Oh my god. Who's the tank?
Porky.
Okay, yeah.
This was like a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. But
Because
Porky is
65
fucking, he's blasting too, so, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so it's fun. It was fun having a Sylvie season while it lasted, as I said. It is what it is. I'm gonna have fun playing my hero while I can. I know Vyra's like re-rolling to Vigor now.
Oh yeah, I saw.
I think Rocas has given up on this season for now.
He was playing Aeona
They're
for a little bit.
Yeah, because their tank went on holiday. I think Diablo is on holiday. Yeah.
Either way, I'm like, I think Sylvie season is more than officially over, and I might be one of the few people still holding the flag just because I can't be fucking bothered to re-roll.
Yeah.
Like, I will not farm another character. I am done farming.
Yeah,
I mean, at least you know exactly how I felt the entire season now.
Brother, I am right there with you because I felt the exact same thing in season 2. Exact same thing happened. Wow, my hero's weak. Buff me. And then 20% residual light, and then.
Yeah.
Good, nice, great, awesome.
I mean, I did talk to Wokras about this. Like, we were talking about like how the season is going so far, and he was like, "Yeah, about this point, I mean, it's gonna be tough to push any further than the 67, 68."
I mean, the amount of times Rocas has told me that this is now that whatever level is a hard wall. Like, I don't trust his judgment anymore. I think he was in my stream at some point, like, yeah, we got to 57 and it looked like a hard wall.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you mean? Those dungeons don't look so bad? What?
Yeah, now it's kind of completely fine, right?
I mean, yeah, they were. Like, it was just Silken, I think, was just the thing they missed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and you have like 4 levels where it's just like, Grove and Godfall. Whoa! Wow.
Yeah.
What if maybe we can go like take a step back, because how do you guys feel about the identity of the healers? Like, are they kind of blending in, or do they kind of keep to their core identity at a high level, or because it's like EHP season? Don't laugh, you little.
What are the healers' identity?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, what are they? Like, the identity, does it kind of just blend into the EHP season?
I mean, for one part, yeah, every healer has. I mean, Sylvie and Vigor has shields now, and that's sort of what they do. I think Vigor was supposed to be the shield guy, but Sylvie's also the shield girl now. Aeona is there. I think her whole
True, real.
I think her whole stick with Stagger, you would think she would be the EHP hero, but actually she isn't.
No, she's a baddie.
Her method, like they think of 30% Stagger as being the exact same as 30% DR or something. So I don't know. Yeah, but I think that's how they think of it. Which means it doesn't get to be very powerful. So, like, what's her identity? Her identity is doing damage.
Single target, I guess? Question mark.
It's
and
not
I
really
require
atonement.
disproportionate execution to do any damage on AoE.
I think I've said this many times before, but maybe not on the stream. I think Aeona's identity suffers from the fact that she is doing 2 things that by themselves could have been a very interesting and unique healer. Stagger in itself is more than enough juice to be like an interesting healer design, and Atonement by itself is more than enough juice to be an interesting healer design. But because they mash both of them together, you sort of just get the bare minimum of each. Like, you can't interact with your stagger any more than just cleansing it, because you don't have, like, if the kit had more space for stuff like temporarily increase the amount of damage you stagger, or like blah blah blah, like buttons that interacted more with stagger, then you might have some interesting stagger identity. Likewise, if you didn't have to work your atonement healing around the fact that stagger exists, so you don't get to atonement heal mechanics because you need to be pressing the cleanse button instead, then you would get to have a much stronger identity of being the atonement healer. But since she sort of stretched so thin between both of these concepts, she doesn't really do any of them that well.
Okay, so staying on Aeona for now, like, what do you think, Smael?
Yeah, kind of on that note, I feel like these concepts are like kind of at odds with each other as well, because it's just like stagger is still count as like active health, even though it's just like in reserve, but it's just like calculated like that for the sake of like effects that activate at or below or above like certain like health thresholds. But it's just like if you have full stack of health, just some stagger on it, that's still like having full health. So if you heal with something, that's just gonna go straight to overhealing. And it's just like you do your atonement healing at all times because you cannot afford to not press Oblivion like literally every moment that you can press it. So it's just like they don't really interact with each other in any like conducive or intuitive way, and it's just like it's not great.
Do you think,
if anything, they actually eat from each other, because your atonement is going to eat your Oblivion shields?
Do you feel like they made like a spender, like a main spender like Oblivion, into like a filler instead?
I don't know. Like, it's just like because the kit is like so fucking cluttered at the moment. It's just like I'm like kind of thinking about like, okay, what button would I sacrifice to actually get some like meaningful utility into the kit? And it's just always like, okay, like just delete echoes from the game and give me like a group DR.
Delete what? Sorry,
it's some shit like that.
Echoes.
Echoes of Ruin. Yeah.
As much as I love it for the mass echoes utility this season, it's just like that's like the first thing that could go.
I think Aeona was originally designed under the idea that she wouldn't be able to spam her spenders. I genuinely think the devs expected that cleanses would happen, like that spenders would happen pretty rarely. I don't think they understood the implication of the cloak.
Yeah.
They had to nerf the cloak from 1.5 seconds to 1 second already at the very beginning. And they had to remove weapons from being cooldown accelerated. Like, she was so fucking broken in a launch state. It is insane.
But also, like, because we have converging timelines as like a feature that's stacked onto like every spender this season, i.e. just like kind of the same effect as the cloak does, but like
halved.
Yeah, I feel like that just in and of itself sort of like kills Cloak, because it's just like now you can actually play other legendaries and get like similar utility, and the rotation just kind of works.
It has to be that Cloak lets you do something you couldn't do before. Like, if, for example, Cloak lets you... So right now, during Fleeting Hour, I assume you know this, you can go Barrage, Oblivion, Oblivion, Barrage, Oblivion, Oblivion, Barrage, repeat ad nauseum, right?
Yeah.
Barrage every third global with 2 double spenders in between. If Cloak let you go Barrage, Oblivion, Barrage, Oblivion, Barrage, Oblivion, go Barrage every second global instead, that would be something very unique to the Cloak that would be like, oh, that's what it does. But I think I see the idea that if it doesn't actually let you do something you didn't do before, like, sure, you get your other cooldowns back a bit earlier, but you get what you need rotationally up fast enough. Then I see it. I see Cloak not being the play.
Yeah, and it's just like it's the same problems that with like as it was in season 2. It's just like anytime you're on Cloak, you're pressing a button that's not Oblivion, you're just kind of gimping yourself a little bit. And like as demonstrated from my logs, there are a lot of situations where you need to press a spender that is not Oblivion, unfortunately.
Oh man, what do you mean?
It felt so bad to press a spender that wasn't Oblivion and just like, I'm just getting further and further behind here.
Yeah, like I've tried to do a little cook for Cloak, but it's just like I just can't get it to do anything anything more than the other legendaries are doing at the moment. It's just like I just kind of like run similar builds to what I run on the wrist right now, but it's just like it just doesn't unfortunately do anymore because of how the kit is right now. And I just like I'm every day I'm petitioning CR to like just redesign the Cloak. I would
Mm.
like a barrage legendary. I think that would be sick as fuck. I don't know
mean,
what it
if-
would do, but
If the cloak let you go barrage every second global, that would be pretty much the barrage
it
legendary,
would be
right?
sick, yeah.
What
For
if
sure, for sure.
5A was a legendary? Would that do anything for you?
The thing is, like, for 5A, like, I've tested it. I actually recommend everybody to run that talent in leagues because I feel like it's so, like, not dependent on your stats and secondaries, especially because
And it generates so much Chrono compared
Yeah,
to...
like, the reason you want to run it is for the chrono generation. I think the damage it gives you is kind of negligible, but it's just like it feels bad. There's a lot of like friction points with it. It's just like if you ever point to barrage during a fleeting at a friendly target, you just like that like additional chrono generation just does not exist. It does not exist if you're not cleaving. It's just like it feels a little bad to play with in certain situations. It has like very niche situations where it is like incredibly fucking good, but those situations are not like that reliable, unfortunately.
Oh,
But
sure.
it
The
is
original topic of a healer identity, I guess.
Yeah.
If,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we just take one at a time.
steer,
Yeah, one at a
steer
time.
back a little. If you're done, Smael, or were you gonna...
No, like I could yap about this shit for literally like every day, every hour that I'm awake. But like, go on.
Yeah, and I could
there
let
are
you...
other things to talk about. Maybe.
I think Sylvie's identity is also hard to identify. I think when people come from WoW and they look at Sylvie and what she does, they go, "Oh, Resto Druid." But actually, she's a lot closer to a Resto Shaman, at least in
I've been
certain
saying
parts.
this.
Because her HOTS, she only has 2 HOTS, technically.
Yeah.
And there's not really that much gameplay in rolling them yet, technically.
Technically.
You can, if you want to, you can get really specific about like, well, is Saving Grace a HOT or not? Well, is Life Pedal a HOT or not? It's happening over time. Yeah.
Okay.
But she has 2 HOTS, which one of them, the way they interact has potential to be really interesting, but in practice, it's just really powerful to make the one that has infinite duration stay on forever. Because then there's no, like, the benefit you gain from applying the other HOT is rarely worth the cost of reapplying the one that it costs to, you have to retract your pink flies to put out Restore Life. And then you should, in theory, reapply your pink flies, especially this season, because it costs you damage if you don't. Which means you don't really want to play around much with your HOTS. And instead, a lot of your power comes from your totems. It comes from Life Pedal, which is the equivalent of a healing stream totem, which you press and it pushes people's health bars up. And it comes from Heartbloom, which I don't know what kind of equivalent it has. It's like a Cloudburst totem, but without spending
that's what
the
I was
healing.
thinking.
The problem is, like a Cloudburst totem, it multiplies your healing by a little bit because it spends it on the pulse at the end, but Heartbloom just stacks forever. Any healing you put into Heartbloom at the beginning is going to keep getting repeated every pulse of Heartbloom.
Yeah.
It as I said in my presentation, Sylvie would not function as an AoE healer without Heartbloom, because I think it's like in the period from when you press Heartbloom to when it disappears, it's like it's been a while since I did the math, but it's like a 55x the amount of Flutterfly healing you do, assuming you do a constant amount of Flutterfly healing.
Yeah.
It's like in the order of 55x or like 15x, something fucking ridiculous that you could never match the healing done with anything else in your kit.
Yeah.
So your HOTS don't really exist to heal people necessarily. In theory, they could exist to like keep the tank rolling, but it's EHP season and all tanks are blood DK, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because that sounds like you're just a recipe for overhealing, like to the fucking oblivion.
Oh yeah, Heartbloom overheals like nobody's fucking business. Even in season 1, like it is. It takes all of your healing and multiplies it out the way it does. It's very silly.
Yeah.
But the fact that your HOTS aren't really important beyond their value to your Heartbloom means that her identity as a HOT healer doesn't really exist outside of whatever definition of HOTS you want to assign to Life Pedal. I feel like her kit could do with another HOT. I think there's a lot of... When I first started playing Sylvie, here we go, fucking long story, right?
Hell yeah.
When I first started playing Sylvie back in the closed alpha, she was very different. Well, she was different, like to a pretty big degree. And what made me fall in love with her back then was the sort of friction between I want to have all of my pink flies out, but I need to press restore life. Sort of balancing those two concerns. Like the
Okay.
less I could press restore life, the better. So my expression of skill was to not press restore life when I don't think I needed to.
Okay.
Which I think that was sort of interesting. There was some ebb and flow. You know, I press restore life a lot here, and then I can reapply it, and I can yada yada yada. And over time, all of the rest of her kit got a lot more powerful, and restore life stopped really being that integral a part. So now it's the thing is still there. You know, you still want to have your pink flies out, and you don't want to spend like on restore life, but you never really need to restore life. So the friction is just gone. It's like, I want my pink flies out. End of story. Like, so that whole sort of interplay between applying restore life and having your pink flies out is more or less gone in the latest iterations of Sylvie, because all her other stuff got so powerful to compensate for what you would want from restore life.
Mhm.
And then also, how do I say, like, also, that's not that's not the right way to say it. I think her kit has some very interesting interactions with her blue fly. The part where like you can put it on the tank to do increased healing to just the tank, or you can take it back to yourself to do increased this is flutterfly healing to everyone else. So you can sort of turn on the tank healing mode and turn on the party healing mode, and then turn on the tank healing mode and turn on the party healing mode. And
Yeah.
this, I think this is really interesting and like very fun to play around. What do I need here versus whatever? But the fact that so much of her healing now comes from Life Petal and Heartbloom and is completely unaffected by that means the only reason I am putting Blue Fly on the tank is to give him 5% DR from the talent that gives the person who has Blue Fly on them 5% DR. Beyond that, I would much rather keep it on myself because that makes my Heartblooms bigger.
Yeah.
And do you ever actually get mana issues if you like have to keep the blue on tank for any extended periods of time? Like,
yes.
Is that a thing? Okay.
we play a lot of cooldown reduction, especially because our Heartbloom is hasted, and Heartbloom costs a lot of mana. Life Petal costs a lot of mana, so we can run out of mana. Like without Sapphire 10, running out of mana is a genuine concern.
Okay.
If you don't play the mana talent.
Yeah.
But then you play Sapphire 10 and just Ancestral Knowledge, I think you get 1% mana whenever you land a Nettle Bolt, which you do a lot.
Machine gun. Yeah.
I mean, so something Leknock has done is like likes to do is say that, you know, just play Sylvie and you just Nettle Bolt and payphone. You know, the meme with. But the way I like to say it, like that's not how it works. The way it works out is it's more like Nettle Bolt and pray. It's just the. Hold on, again, another fucking meme.
Yeah.
Yes, memes.
You're spoiling me, guys. What the fuck?
I mean, it's not a Sylvie specific meme, but it's like a meme that applies to what I mean here. I'm gonna again send it to you here. So it's not really, you're not really Nettle Bolting and payphoning. You're more like Nettle Bolting and praying, because there's not really anything you can do.
Like, didn't you sent this in the fucking Sylvie chat yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Like
I saw it.
I'm just, you know, I pressed my Life Petal, my Heartbloom's down.
I saw this.
Just been a little bolt.
That's all I can do.
I saw it at work and I started laughing to myself, and my fucking coworkers just didn't. They didn't get it. You wouldn't.
Because the amount of stuff you can do on Sylvie that isn't your cooldowns is really not much. You're better off, for the most part, just pressing Nettle Bolt so that your Life Petal comes up earlier, because spamming Restore Life is just... Not only are you spending your time not reducing the cooldown of Life Petal, you're also having to reapply your pink flies to everyone and reducing the amount of damage you do, because you gain damage from having pink flies on people now.
Yeah, okay.
So...
I also sent you a little something, but ignore it for now.
Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah. So what is Sylvie's identity at this point? I'm not really sure. And because it's EHP season and the way they've given her EHP tools, like, I think she feels a bit, if you're playing Ring, she feels a bit like a shield healer. The fact that we can't take like the natural protector, 5A. The fact that one is just a complete must play this season and is one of her only means of snap healing. So even if it wasn't the HP season, it's still really valuable because it's your one way to like, somebody's low, that isn't Skybolt.
Yeah.
Because like that's usually like my main point of comparison when I talk about Embrace on Aeona. It's just like I need an insane like GCD tax to get any respectable amount of shield on anybody pressing my little Oblivion to get like a tiny amount of shield per button press. And then it's just like, okay, so he just gets to press a button and get like kind of massive shields on everybody, and it's just like
Well, Sylvie does. Yeah, Sylvie's the healer that does that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not addressing the elephant in the room here because I don't want to speak his name because it makes me sad. But it's just like, that's just like, that is baked into fucking Vigor's kit. That
Let me just,
I'm just like comparing our 3-point talents
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Let me just add Leknock. You up?
No, I think there is in a world where let's actually take a step back and make the healers a better design.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Sylvie should have power removed from her Heartbloom to a big degree, and I think she
Mhm.
shouldn't have shields the way she has right now. 5A shouldn't exist. Also, speaking of Sylvie talents that shouldn't exist, and this is like a pariah type of shit because other Sylvie players
Oh.
do not agree with me here. I
Oh,
think
okay.
the synchronized fluttering 1B, the talent that lets you whole long cast your pink fly
Oh, okay.
to apply pink fly to everyone. I think that is also a design mistake, which just leans into again going back to the friction between I want pink flies out versus I need to press restore life.
Mm.
That talent exists so that if there ever is a case where you have to make a really hard decision here, the answer is you don't have to make a decision at all. You just pick the talent, you get everything for free.
Yeah.
Lol.
Also, like having played just a little bit of Sylvie enough to know like how their talent functions, it's just like the long press abilities in this game, I don't know like how they're programmed, but they feel insanely clunky to use, and it's like
Oh yeah.
it does not spark joy. It feels bad to press every time. And sometimes it's just like I hold the button to like input that just for a fucking nanosecond, it feels like, and it's just like, oh, okay, it starts long casting. And sometimes it's just like I'm parking my thumb on the button and it's just like going off. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Sylvie is in a bit of an identity crisis, and I would like to see her return to being a hot healer, and maybe even including another hot button in her kit of some kind. I would actually kind of like that.
Mm.
But at the same time, it has to happen in a world where not being a shield healer is a viable way to play the game.
Yeah, it has
Or they have to buff her stamina aura to an absurd degree, which is just going to make all the bigger players really angry because I have to press my button for HP.
Yeah, it has to happen in
Terrible.
a season that isn't EHP season, right? It has to be an attrition season because huts are kind of pointless if you have nothing to heal, right?
Actually not.
Hmm?
I think HOTS were really useful in season 1 EHP season because, and also kind of are for tank healing specifically when they are.
yeah.
So this season is fucked up because all the tanks are playing Omega Shields because the dragon exists, right?
Yeah.
Their health never dips, but pretend that their health does dip.
Okay, that's gonna be hard.
The way you look at when they die is like their health dips a little, and then often it stays there for a little bit, or it like jiggles a little bit back and forth, and then either they go back up to full or they go back to 0.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if as a hot healer, what you get to do is just constantly heal a little bit all the time. So you sort of, when they go down a little bit, and it's like either they go to full or they're good again, you sort of nudge them just a little bit ahead. You know, you have that 0.2 second window where you could technically have given one heal and they would have lived. You're hot to do that.
Wait,
right?
what? The meme?
So
See,
I think, for example, in season 1, Sylvie had a cloak that, like, when Restore Life is active on a person, they get plus 20% armor. That was really good for tanks. It was like a 10% DR on tanks. Really strong.
That's nice. Yeah.
I think she was the best tank healer, but I think that was not the only reason, that cloak. I think the other reason was Vigor could not heal the tank in time. Vigor would cast Greater Heal, and from the beginning of cast to the end of cast, the tank went from full health to no health.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Whereas Sylvie could like roll hots like nobody's fucking business, and the tank would dip below to like half health twice every GCD or whatever, but you would be healing them while it was happening, sort of thing. So HOTS are valuable in an EHP season where you don't get one shot, but you get hit by many things at once in short succession, and that's what kills you.
Yeah.
That was a long way to say that.
Yeah, but I get the point because, yeah, the issue is exactly what you're saying, that the point is right now that tanks are either alive or they're dead. There's not really that much in between.
And they have so much self-healing that the moment they don't keep up anymore, they don't keep up to such an extent that nothing can keep them alive.
Yeah. To be fair, though, to like the Helenas, Helena before her self-sustain on her sweeping or whatever it is, she has like the
It's not even
herself.
it's the dragon, dude. It's the dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
even
dragon.
that,
Dragon's good.
before that, when she had like no self-sustain, fucking hell, dude, you could feel it. But now it's just too much with the neck trade thread.
So honestly, like one thing that I kind of like thought about now, like listening to this, like why Sylvie's not really a heart healer right now. The interesting thing to me is that Aeona sort of is this season a little bit.
Yeah, because you're
At least-
dulling, which makes
Yeah,
you
like
hot.
with my build at least.
Yeah.
Okay, like let me just show you something fun. Like
I don't
this
think when you talk about what a hot healer is, to me, a hot healer is more about something is going to happen in the next 10 seconds, so I need to make sure I have my hots rolling on everyone for it. That's
Yeah.
what to me means a hot healer. Like
Yeah.
reapplying
And I
the
do.
restore life hot before the thing.
Hmm.
Like, it
But
doesn't show the uptimes for this shit in this column, but this is like my healing for Stormwatch 59 and this Stormwatch, and it also has Aera. So I am running Karmic for this dungeon because there's
So
a
do you,
lot
like-
of like party healing that has to be done here.
so do you like save double entropy's claim for when the thing happens? Do you have double entropy's claim ready to boom boom, and now you have healing for the soap?
I don't actually. I still just like keep it on cooldown pretty much, so I always have one up because I think that's better for my chrono generation because it's just like constantly
you don't-
turns out stupid amounts
you
of
don't
chrono for
overcap.
me.
Yeah.
But because I'm running Karmic, that means a lot less tank healing, but it means a lot more party healing. So hold on, how many amends do I have here? Okay, it's like 100 and
I think if you go to debuffs and select enemies, you can see the uptime of entropy's claim.
Yep.
Or like debuffs and then enemies and then abilities, entropy's claim.
Let's see, where is EC?
There.
There we go. Oh, this looks
then
stupid. What the
total,
heck?
then?
Hold on, I can't read logs. Am I stupid?
Send me a link. Maybe I can figure this out. Hold on.
Okay, I will send you a link. I mean, obviously I can see like the damage uptime from damage column, but hold on, where are you? There you are. If I just go to here and I go to here and here, oh yeah, I got some 1A second here as well. Like it is only like 58% uptime, but still, like because it's
That's
Karmic,
pretty
it's
good,
gonna be like party healing every
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
And because I'm playing with Helena, I'm gonna have like hella DRs on like pretty much every lightning rod and area shield and whatnot, so it's not like absolute hell to heal.
You want to know what's funny?
Yes.
So at a higher level of what level of Stormwatch is this?
59.
I can't remember. I think 64 or 63 or something. At that point, tank DRs go to themselves. Helena has to ultimate and the grand melee for her own survival on the tank frontal cone. I play Cloak in order to have more externals on Helena during that. Like,
I don't understand why Fork Lightning does that much damage over like literally any other tank cluster in the game.
It is the only way the game can pressure tanks is by doing a ridiculous shit tons amount of damage.
Or prolonged time.
That is the only way tanks get challenged over prolonged time, because the only way you ever die in this game is if you take ridiculous kill yourself 5 million times a second amounts of damage, because tanks are mitigating 90% of all damage taken.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, let me see if I find a log on that actually, because I have some logs on the Forked Lightning that's fucking ridiculous. Like even with 88% reduced damage over the duration, it still ticks for like 40k a tick. It's like fucking crazy how much it does.
So yeah, it's just like looking at my healing numbers on this key. Like usually, I think the distribution of like who gets healed by my entropy's claim is usually like over 70% towards a tank, but here like DPS get healed about 15% each, which is like a significant increase from a non Karmic Key.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just like the forked lightning specifically baffles me because it's just like the comparison point for that I feel would be the beam on Sandboss, but it's just like that does not do nearly as much damage as
No,
forked lightning
nowhere
does.
near.
And it doesn't last long enough, importantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difference. It's kind of funny, right? I think in some ways that Shadowgreed Eclipse, Wraithtide boss, Bolorum,
Mhm.
Yep.
Shadowgreed Eclipse is easier to heal in some way than the High Tide from the other boss with the anchor.
Oh, for sure, I agree.
Just
Because
because
of the
you can
duration.
you can stack cooldowns that last long enough during Shadowgreed Eclipse, but for High Tide they run out. And because the game is like, because danger in this game only comes in short bursts of 3 to 8 seconds, suddenly
Mhm.
like High Tide lasting longer is genuinely a threat. And the same with Forked Lightning. Like, wait a minute,
Wow.
I can't just shield this and be fine. I have to mitigate this over time.
Yeah, I
But
gotta
because
plan my
they are the way
CVs.
they are, and they don't mitigate every single tank DR is a shield. Like toughness is a shield in disguise. Stone shield is a shield in
Mhm, mhm.
disguise. Like it is all self-healing. All of it is self-healing generated based on their stats. There is no percentage mitigation outside of their tank relic and like some rare cooldowns. There is almost nothing they have that actually can be like, oh, here's a damage event that lasts X amount of time. I'll set up mitigation for that. No, you just make sure that your self-generated mitigation is at cap. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Which isn't, to me, I think, very good design. I don't think that leads to
No.
very healthy design because it leads to every tank being a blood DK, even though Helena, as far as I understand, Helena players don't really understand that. I don't really.
Yeah. Because
Maybe.
most Helena
Because-
players haven't
because-
played Blood DK.
No, I think it's more because toughness doesn't. It's hard to understand how toughness is actually just a second health bar because it's like, well, when I have more toughness, I have more DR, so I want high toughness in order to have high mitigation.
Mm.
It's like, no, actually, the way toughness work is you mitigate exactly as much damage as you have toughness. It's ignore pain if you ever played Protection Warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
It is
Cool.
just an ignore pain bar
It
with
doesn't
more
feel like
ways to keep it
right?
up.
Oh, I don't have high toughness here. That means I can't tank it. No, you can tank it just as fine as you were before, so long as you
Yeah.
generate enough toughness and your second, like you don't die because your second health bar isn't full. That's all
Yeah.
that means. Like you are fine. You are still generating the same amount of toughness, so you're still mitigating the same amount of damage. Just
Yeah.
the fact that you aren't out mitigating it is all it means. Like
That's a really good way of looking at it. Like ignore pain, because ignore pain is so specific and it's so simple how it works, but people can't forget how strong it is in WoW.
yeah,
But-
and it is toughness is literally just ignore pain, but instead of being 50% of damage taken, it varies based on how big the shield is.
Yeah,
that is all
exactly.
toughness is.
Yeah.
That is
But yeah, the thing I wanted to show was the average hit. So this is a 46, okay? Because I'm not a big gamer like you guys, right? The fork lighting on 46 on Xavian, even though I mitigate 70% of it, I have 50 something K HP. 51, I think, with a Sylvie. On average, it does 13k. When I run out of like mitigation, it's 27k on a 46. Like 2-3 ticks, I'm dead.
Yep. It's great.
So, yeah.
It's fun.
Also
Awesome.
the healing, dude.
But at the same time, right, like if it wasn't long enough to kill you, like the fact that 1325k damage ticks, because to me, the 46, that is not a threatening amount of damage at all.
No.
And the fact that like that isn't a threatening amount of damage is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't more dangerous, then it just wouldn't do enough damage to outdo your mitigation or whatever, and then you're fine.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't the HP season, then your healer could actually start healing you because your shield would drop, and then you would still be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, also just the sheer amount of like 94% of healing on like self-healing on Xavians is just a shield.
Now now look at this is healing done to you, right? Now look at how much healing your Sylvie did to you. You did 4k healing to yourself. Now look at how much Kylie did healing to you.
Yeah, so Kylie and then to
2.7k.
Oh wait, no, me and then from source Kylie.
No, you gotta put Kylie in the source.
You to yourself. No. You to yourself is 4k. Now look Kylie to you.
Yeah, so 4k.
You to yourself is 4k, and then Kylie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
2.7.
Yeah.
And And all of it is shielding. It is only because Unyielding Bloom, is taking damage at the same time your shield is. I would argue.
Yeah.
I am so fucking certain if Kylie did not play Ring here, she would be doing hundreds of HPS to you.
Did she? I'm not sure if she did. Maybe she did Ring. Yeah.
She played Ring because that is the ring in the logs right there.
Okay.
Like that is what the ring is.
Yeah. I don't know Sylvie things, man.
Yeah, you just play with one. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't need to know what she does.
She just press Heartbloom.
Yeah, exactly.
It's much.
And then Heartbloom and Life Pedal, and if that's not enough, you go cry in the corner.
Yeah,
pretty much.
The damage, right? And you go, whoa, wow. 31k overall, 41k overall, 51k overall.
Xavian things, hello?
Imagine playing Vigor. Could be doing 30k overall.
30k overall, yeah.
I don't know, like, the damage situation with, like, Xavian Vigor is actually kind of disgusting when you think about it. It's just like, yeah, why not? Just do DPS levels of damage, why not?
Yeah.
They don't do DPS levels of damage, let's be fair.
No, not quite. That's a hyperbole.
That was Aeona last season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before I had to swap to Emerald 10, I was doing the same amount of single target boss damage as Rhyme on our...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Whatever. Yeah, like Aeona was really good. But then I had to play Emerald 10, I had to swap to 1A, yada, 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 blah, 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 cleanse bot, ESP season,
yeah.
But yeah.
So Sylvie's, like, identity.
What is it?
What was the TLDR? Yeah, what is she?
What is she? I don't know. I think she presses Netherbolt.
And phones it in?
I think right now, the best way I could describe her is that she's a cooldown-based healer. She has a lot of cooldowns. Root Sap, Ward, Circle, Heartbloom, Life Pedal, that she can play around with. They're not all useful in the same ways, especially Root Sap is just garbage on trash, complete dog shit on trash. But they are like tools she has to use and rotate around and sort of play around, having something up when it's needed. I think she's supposed to be based around her hots and like the whole pink fly stuff, playing around with the yada yada. But the rest of her stuff is so powerful that's not necessary at all, so that doesn't really exist. And she's also a shield healer, because she can mitigate a lot of damage with her shield. She just saw that on Kylie. Look at how much she healed with her shield.
Yeah.
And you can only do that because your Heartbloom is doing ridiculous things every pulse. But
okay.
yeah.
So moving over to the third one, right? Or do you have...
I don't know what Vigor's identity is, and I don't want to make any claims because Vigor players are going to come after me if I do.
Yeah.
They're kind of the same. But in the Aeona community, we kind of have a meme. I'm pretty sure FaZe started it, which is called Vigor Oppenheimer, because he just does that nuclear amounts of damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's just Oppenheimer now.
Veganheimer.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's our understanding of how Vigor plays, pretty much, as a community.
Yeah, because... not having played a hero, you can still kind of get like an idea of what they are supposed to be like, because I feel like the heroes in Fellowship on the surface they seem like to have pretty distinct identities, but how they play out is a completely different thing, right? Which is like case in point this season, with both Miko just not being anything at all. That can't be outdone by either tank. She is there, but that's the most the most watched clip from the stream we did was just Sin going over Miko's identity and just saying there's nothing Miko can do that either both the tanks or at least one of them can't do better than her. When she's supposed to be the DPS tank, she does the worst DPS. Her CC is completely useless. Like she has nothing, right? But on the surface, she's a cool fucking ninja, right? Earthbending ninja. Xavian is the blood decay, the paladin, whatever that is. Helena is the prot warrior mixed with what was it, like prot pala, fucking shields. Sylvie is the druid shaman. Aeona is kind of brewmaster monk with like holy priest, disc priest
without the DRs.
Yeah. And Vigor is like the disc priest with the holy priest, I guess.
Yeah.
Paladin also kind of sorted with the runes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tariq is the fucking enhancement elemental shaman in one mixed with like Fury Warrior or whatever or something. Or Arms Warrior. Like
Yeah,
all the
I
heroes
think
kinda have an identity you can pinpoint kinda fairly easily. But it's so weird to see a season where so many of their identities has either been lost or like underdone.
I think the fact that we are in the HP season and we are so powerful kind of puts a pressure on all the kits to be their most degenerate.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
means whichever part of their kit isn't the most degenerate just doesn't matter anymore.
Mm.
Pretty
So
much.
stuff like Xavian doing this amount of damage, it is a degenerate thing that is just, oh yeah, it turns out if you stack a bajillion crit,
Yeah.
Invictus just does a shit ton of damage.
Crippled. Because they doubled it for some reason. I don't know why they would do
Because
that.
people weren't doing it before, so they must buff it to make it worth using, even though it was.
Yeah, it was already. It's mandatory. Even in season 2, it was mandatory.
And similarly, if we couldn't get the amount of haste with other stats that we can this season, then I think Sylvie would be. I mean, she would still love her Life Petal and Harmbloom, but she wouldn't be able to rely on them as much.
Yeah,
It's because again, she's double dipping. She double dips with haste in like every way.
yeah.
Everything thing she does double dips with haste. So if you can't get to a certain amount of haste where that sort of inflection curve starts being better than what else you could be doing, then you're going for the stuff that's like, yeah, you play around your hots, yeah, you play around your vines, yeah, you. But now we can get to the amount of haste where the quadratic scaling just fucking shoots to the moon,
Yeah.
way past whatever linear scaling you could be doing before.
Yeah.
So then the stuff that was linear scaling just doesn't matter at all because like I can have 120% haste. Like what the fuck?
Even more than that,
While,
right?
while not sacrificing all of my other stats. I mean,
yeah. Do you guys feel like with the gearing is what it is? Like, let's just not care about how long it takes to get gear and all this stuff. Do you guys feel like that the new system where you can stack this many majors, you can mix and match like never before, you can have multiple of the same trade here and there, and you can have all the, fun trades without having to sacrifice all that much, plus the blessing system, do you feel like that also plays a lot into how the season kind of got derailed in the power scaling?
big pin in it. Big pin first. If I didn't
Yeah.
have to choose to run defensives over other fun stuff, if it didn't take the same modifier slots to run stamina or King of the Hill or whatever, I, in theory, love this system. There's a lot of choice. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You can choose to be powerful in the way you think is fun. The fact that then degenerates is a whole other.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then the fact that you have to choose to not do that in order to not get one shot.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. Like, I would agree for the most part. Like, I think this system, like, at its core, allows for much more just, like, creative and interesting build crafting. Like, it actually lets you make, like, meaningful choices with what you would want to run on your gear. And there's, like, all kinds of, like, fun interactions that you could run into with that. But, like, as stated, there are, like, insane problems with, like, just actually, like, getting to that part. Like, it's just, like, I love doing, like, build crafting. I like coming up with, like, stupid, like, combinations of things, but just, like...
You saw the build I sent you with Aeona having 100% haste baseline.
Yeah, I saw, and I liked...
Baseline?
Yeah, you can stack enough haste to have like enough of the other stats, and then with Hunter's Focus and Doom up, you have 100% haste perma.
Yep.
Huh?
And then you can proc Wayfarer and Dark Prophecy on top of that, and
Oh.
Ultimate. This is
Got it.
something I would have loved to do if playing an alt was feasible, but it isn't because getting one character ready is already enough of a fucking pain in my asshole.
Yep.
I am sitting here. I would have loved to play that so much. There's nothing I love more in this world than haste, but I can't. Anyway, distracting.
Yeah, but that's also part of the gearing system, right? Because how many people don't feel the same out there seeing the season and be like, oh, I would fucking love to play every single character in the game because they seem so fun and you can do so much crazy stuff. But the amount of time you have to put in to get just one build going, nevertheless, 2 or 3 builds, like it's just so much time, right?
Even just on the same character.
Yeah, the same dude. My character still isn't done. Like,
yeah, neither.
Yeah,
I feel like the devs see people like me and other people taking 1 or 2 weeks off to play nothing but Fellowship every like 12 hours a day since every season comes out.
Yeah,
and they see people like us getting our characters reasonably maxed, especially last season, within that week or 2 of gameplay, and they get scared like, oh no, we only have a week worth of gameplay in our season, forgetting the fact that there's the rest of the players that don't play 12 hours a day are not going to have 50 hours already spent farming their character at the end of the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And keeping in mind that doing 2 weeks of content on one character times 12, that's a lot of fucking content if you want to play all characters, right? But even not doing all characters, just the pushing is the most time-consuming part, right?
I feel like in an ideal world, I should be able to come out of the first week of having no life played the game, feeling like my character is done and there is nothing I want to improve anymore. Everything is exactly how I want it, and I have enough resources to start looking at another hero. And that is, let's say it's a fucking 7 days times 12 hours each day. That is still
that's a lot.
That's still 84 hours of gameplay. Maybe after 84 hours of gameplay with a dedicated group, all set up for the explicit goal of playing Fellowship at a high level, with experience with each other, maybe 84 hours should be enough. I don't know. Controversial opinion? Maybe that's enough for one character at least,
Yeah.
I do think, and I would agree that like when we were approaching like 100 hours played on a character, that you should have it like in a pretty fucking optimized state. Like I would hope so.
Yeah. Even with
the
multiple
problem
builds,
is the
right?
difference. Getting up to the 90% optimized is not that bad actually. I enjoyed that part of the process, getting to the 90% optimized. It's then the last 10% that is just
it's pain.
it is absolute pain, and it matters so much.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like
Just
I'm at a
one
point now
trade.
where for Wraithtide, we're looking at we need more stamina if we want to be able to play this even with Xavian. Like, how do we get more stamina? Oh, we just need to replace pieces with stamina on them. Where are we farming those? Or fuck that. I'm not doing that. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I would rather just not do Wraithtide and be like, yep, can't be done, than go back and farm a new chest piece, a new leg piece, new whatever to get more or to get more stamina on them. Like, honestly, go fuck yourself for suggesting that is the play to do. I am not spending another 40 hours in the mine. I am done.
Yeah. Especially with because I won't go too much into like we can do this to fix it and this and this and this, because there's a million ways they could change this, and they might already have thought of most of them, and they might already have like a working system somewhere if they weren't on holiday or whatever. But not having the supply vendor for random pieces of armor for your alts and stuff. If just that small change of having that vendor for a few like supplies, and getting not green items but just random blue items off a slot would help tremendously. If you have like 4,000 supplies and one blue item, like one blue weapon costs like 70, and you buy one, it wasn't the right trade on it, I'll buy another one until you get it, would still be more enjoyable than going into a dungeon 10 minutes, didn't get it, another dungeon 10 minutes, didn't get it,
Yeah, you don't feel like you're making progress. You're just fucking pulling the one-armed bandit or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's gambling, man. It's gambling.
Like
no, it's the lottery. First of all, you're farming the items, base items. That's the lottery.
Yeah.
Then we go into crafting. That's the gambling.
What marks? What do you mean, OTM? What marks do you have?
First you play the lottery to get the base item, and then you throw it in the casino to see if it becomes a brick or not.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about this before. I don't want to cut you off, Smael. We talked about this before you joined OTM. Oh, what was it? Fuck. Oh, I lost it. No. Oh, no.
He forgot.
God damn it. We talked about something for the gearing earlier on. Oh yeah, the marks.
I don't remember.
Like they already have the system for the like seasonal challenges for the like the currencies, whatever. Because me and Smael was talking about how you would get the player base to interact more with the lower tiers. Imagine if you could get 50 marks for doing like 3 random contender dungeons once a day, or like having like random things every day that gives like a shitload of marks, just to get more people playing like lower tiers, to get more of the player base involved, right? Because so many people are stuck, dude. They're stuck in...
There is an issue with that, unfortunately. So 2 issues. First of all, it requires a critical mass of players to actually make that viable. Because if everybody wants to carry new players, but there's not enough new players to carry, then the system... Second part is the gameplay of you get some guy that's geared out to his fucking teeth, like Omega Big Dick, E70 plus pusher, comes into your second dungeon of Fellowship ever, pulls everything onto the boss, and you don't even make it to the boss before it's dead, and he's left the dungeon already.
Yeah.
Is that the type of experience you want to give to a new player? Is that actually good for the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say probably not, but also like I think there is a world where we could make it work, like similar to mental roulettes in Final Fantasy 14. Like I don't know, maybe we could just like have some sort of like I know everybody hates fucking downscaling and it has so many problems and I hate it too, but I think in some ways it is necessary, but I think they just haven't found like the right balance for it yet. But we could have like, I don't know, kind of like a call to arms to whatever league / dungeon, whatever. It's just like whatever like eternal difficulty or whatever league is just like experiencing like a real fucking shortage of players at that day, and it's just like okay, everybody can just go in there, get their little daily done, and they get a nice little reward that's actually useful for them. Something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Because it's kind of wild that we, after 2 months, still have like this many players. I think that we're still at above 2K a day, which is that's a big win for the game at least.
Yeah. And like going back to the mentor roulette about Final Fantasy 14, like the expectation for like the players who actually have like the mentor role and are queuing into the mentor roulettes as mentors, like they're expected to actually be teaching the newer players like how to play that content. Like they need to know what to do there.
But
And
at the
that's
same
expectation
time,
of
I
them.
think XIV is a slow-paced enough game. Even if you come in as like a hyper experienced player, you're still downscaled to the point of uselessness. So you can't solo the content. You can't like you're still gated by the walls of the dungeon, hard locking you from pulling more stuff like that. So you there's still a set limit to how much you could ruin an experience by trying to optimize it, even if you tried.
Yeah.
In Fellowship, that ceiling is a lot higher, especially because they've gotten downscaling wrong so many times, and the amount of power you get, because they don't want to remove talents and abilities from people who go down to lower levels, like talents, abilities, sets, whatever, they will never be able to balance it. We will always be redonkulously overpowered by the time we come down to help newer players.
Yeah.
So they practically won't get to play the game. Have you ever tried, just now earlier today, we boosted a Sheepy's Ardius into Eternal, just whatever, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
He was completely useless, did 2k DPS, died instantly to everything. Whatever, like we pulled like everything onto boss, like 5 desecrators. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Pretend that Sheepy is a new player who's like, "Ooh, I wonder what Fellowship is of a game."
Yeah.
And they come in and they just like they don't get to play the game. They just get to watch other people play something so completely removed from anything they could ever dream of doing.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
You put in the
Doesn't make you go, oh, I want to be that. I want to do that. I can't wait. It just makes you go, oh, okay. Well, I guess
what the fuck just happened? Help!
It's like, never fun being boosted when it's against your will, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I think is why they flirted with the idea of something like this exact thing before, but they decided not to do it. And I think it's for a good reason. As hard as it is to accept, I think there is a genuine good reason for it.
Yeah.
I don't fault them for going the other way.
For sure, because that's also one of the points we were talking about earlier, was that the game system and the leagues, how they work right now, is perfectly fine for a game of critical mass. Because with only 4K players, I think that was the 4.5 was the height of Season 3, it's just not enough after a few weeks to have like a reliable ecosystem in the lower tiers. Because after a week, 80-90% of the player base is internal and will never touch the lower leagues again.
We did actually touch the lower leagues for a little bit, because it was one of the only queues we could get to pop, so we could get the group finder bonus.
Oh yeah.
Oh
So you abused it.
we queued into we like tried to queue into Eternal and we couldn't find each other. So then like, okay, try Contender.
Yeah.
Instant. We got it instantly. Nobody was queuing for Eternal for Contender.
Yeah. Because you could also use that for Nightmare Pinnacle, right? Do the same thing.
Yeah, but we were doing odd comp, so that didn't work.
Oh yeah.
Faye is saying it's the exact same as playing an ARPG with your friends and bringing your big character, like with boosting. Yeah,
Pretty much.
It's the same thing. It's fun,
So-
sure, for like a few seconds until you realize you're just completely useless as the
Like-
boosting player, a boosted player.
Oh wow, you almost described the feeling of playing healer in Fellowship.
Yeah.
You're
Up
just,
until
you're
like
just sort of
30s.
there.
Yeah.
But let's not go back to that topic. We've yapped
I'm
enough
here.
here.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm also here. I did something. I pressed
Yeah.
notable.
Yeah. That should be a meme.
The logs say I press many buttons. See my CPM. Hello.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the fact that you survived just fine when I die.
Yep.
But did you die?
And that goes back to the bonus segment we had on the stream last week. Like having
No.
having a system where the first time you get challenged, if you're a routine player, the first challenge you get is in the high 20s, 30s. Like that's a lot of dungeons. That's a fuck ton of dungeons before you get challenged in a game about challenging people.
Everything up till then is just chores and farm. Like you can
Yeah,
farm by
pretty
pushing.
much.
Unironically, that was kind of what we were doing.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing higher for more gold. That was the most efficient thing to farm. And then,
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with the incentive this season to push past like at least 11, but also 21 and 31 if the system worked correctly with the scaling.
why haven't they fixed it?
Yeah, that's
Also,
a weird one.
by the
It's still
way-
not fixed.
Why the fuck does the when you matchmake into Eternal, why are the tiers only going up to like 31 plus? Like what the hell is that?
They
I
didn't
think
intend
they-
us to go this high.
Yeah, I think they were
I-
surprised by how high we could go.
Yeah, on the first
And now we're
week.
like approaching 70. It's like, hello, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think they understood just how powerful players are going to get from Loot 2.0. I think they had an idea. 'Cause
Yeah.
They definitely did make some adjustments, but I don't think they accounted for, well, but what if instead of running random shit, they ran optimized shit?
Yeah.
Or like, what if they could actually just keep pushing despite, only HP being the limiter? And then
Yeah.
they gave us
Yeah,
double HP buffs, and everybody just pushed up another 10 keys, and we could still probably keep going if not for HP buffs issues.
Yeah, and from that, it
Hmm.
just like kind of almost feels like it was never like the intention to like be even
Mhm.
able to like optimize your gear. What with like not being able to like reroll blue stats on pieces of gear, and how insanely like limiting legendary dust is now. I think legendary dust is like way worse than divine aethers were last season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm comfortable
oh,
saying that
sure.
now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
way worse.
100%.
Absolutely.
Holy hell, yeah.
It is so bad.
Divine Ethers were so poggers, man. They were so imba. Like, I was so happy whenever I got one, because like, yes, finally, this slot is now done. I'm done. Yes.
I can finish my
Because there
build.
was an end point.
Legendary
There
dust
is
is
no
like,
reasonable end point for needing legendary dust.
Legendary dust is just, yes, another token for the casino. Woohoo!
Yay! Dopamine. Oh, it's gone.
That's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
I get to get disappointed once again. Hell yes.
It should
Like at the moment, I'm like in my depression arc because I have kind of like figured out what I would want on my gear because I have like 4 slots to play with, sort of. I want 4 majors on top of like everything else that I have in my kit, and it's just like that is not fucking happening ever.
Yeah. And
I need a ring from Scryers with the Heskir set that has a blue stat other than Spirit or Stamina. I would prefer it to be Expertise, but that's beside the point. But I need it to be blue. I need it to have 1 major, and then I need to dupe that major. But like, in what fucking world am I going to get that ever?
Never.
Like, it's just not happening. I'm asking
Never.
for way too much.
Yeah, you can keep
farming
farming until
Scryers,
next
keep farming
Saturday.
Scryers, keep farming, keep playing, keep playing,
Yeah.
keep playing, keep playing.
So this is the plan. Well, this is the plan. Okay, so next Sunday we're gonna do this again, and we're gonna hear on your progress. Okay, so farm now.
Just take 3 other people who apparently have nothing better to do with their life and
You
time,
know?
and just get them to go Scryers with you for 8 hours straight,
Yep.
and then
Several days in a
pretend-
row.
and then pretend that wasn't a complete waste of everyone's time.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, the last point is gonna be the hard one, not getting the item. But
It's also like the thing, like I have been like I think it's been like the last 3 days that I have been just like on the fucking Eternal LFG channel, just like saying like, hey, I'm the healer looking for Scryer's 17 speed farm. Add me,
Yeah.
please.
Nobody's.
Nobody has fucking added me.
Nope.
Yeah.
Help!
So first of all, you made the mistake of clicking a healer, which
Yeah,
already in
true.
Fellowship is like the worst thing to do if you want to pug is playing healer.
It's true.
So stop yourself.
Yep.
And then second of all, you tried looking for farm groups for a specific dungeon that isn't the one that everybody
Yep.
else wants to do.
Yeah, dummy.
You're already fucked. Like it's.
And it's also Scryers, which everybody hates for good reason, so I can't
Yeah,
really
they
blame
gotta
anybody
rework
but
that entire
myself,
dungeon.
TBH.
I don't think the entire dungeon has to go. I think there's some cool stuff going on. The
Yeah.
boss is like the dumbest design I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Have you
those
guys seen
frontals,
the-
do
have
they
you guys
do
seen
anything?
the- not the frontals. The optimal way to play this boss is to have
AFK?
one of your DPS on their mount for the first minute and a half.
Just eat
Picking up
orbs.
blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24/7, not even hitting the boss, just picking up blood, because staying mounted is the best way to keep picking up blood. And then they stop being on the mount, and they do like go from 0k DPS to 300k DPS, and then the boss is dead.
Yep.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
it is
It's very funny.
it's
I think
terrible.
the boss needs some redesigns.
You
Yeah,
think?
the fact that the blood buff works the way it does and just stacks ad infinitum and is so good. It is so fucking dumb that the best way to play the boss is to not play it. Like just because it's you easier pick up the stacks. It's one of those like the dungeon kills itself type scenarios where you really can't take too long on that boss because either you play it correctly and you get a shit ton of buffs and the boss dies in 3 minutes, or you play it as quote unquote intended and you keep dropping the blood stack buff and it takes you 7 minutes and you don't time the dungeon anyway. Like
Like if you compare it to like the damage buff you get from killing orbs on the sand boss, like I think that's an infinitely more elegant design, and there's like a many levels of like risk reward to weigh there.
Still sucks ass because you still
It
end up
kind of does,
with
yes.
the totem problem. Have we talked about the totem problem? Can we talk about the totem problem?
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about the totem problem.
The totem problem is when a mob or boss of some kind, as part of its rotation, spawns extra mobs that you have to kill. This means that in order to kill that mob, as the key level goes higher, not only do you have to do more DPS to kill it in the same amount of time, the amount of damage you get to do to the boss also goes down, because the thing that it spawns stays alive for longer. So it's like a quadratic scaling with difficulty of like the higher difficulty you go, the longer it takes you to kill the ad spawns, like the more damage they subtract from how much damage you can do to the boss. So now the boss the boss has more health, but also you do less damage to it. Like and they fixed that problem in Godfall. I don't think the way they fixed it was good, because they made the boss take damage equal to the totem health, which in theory is exactly what you want. But the problem is the totems take like 5x damage. So technically that's another one of those, well, the boss is going to die in at least 5 to 6 minutes no matter what you do, because you just kill the totems and that does 10% damage to the boss.
It also makes that boss like very interesting on Ultimatum, because like typically it's just like, you know, Ultimatum means fucking 7-minute boss fight or whatever the fuck, but it's just like Godfall Ultimatum, it's just like it's disproportionately valuable to just kill the totems, because I don't think their health is scaled, is it? I don't even know.
I don't know.
It should
be, and if
but
it is,
still,
if it is a 5x multiplier, or however much it is still a 5x multiplier. But
but
the orbs on sand, going back to that, I wanted to interject. The orbs on sand, the way they work, I don't think is elegant. It's elegant up to a point. It's elegant up to the point.
Scryers.
Sure, fair enough. I'll give you that. But compared to like up to a certain point, it's extremely elegant, because the orb spawn, you kill them, you get your big buff, you pop your cooldowns, you hit the boss. Great, right? Fantastic. But you get to a point where you have to use your cooldowns to kill the orbs.
Oh, for sure.
So like now you're losing damage because you can't use your cooldowns on the boss. So you have a damage buff that you don't get to use that well, because you don't have anything to use in it, because you've used it all to kill the orbs. So it's sort of chicken and egg type shit, where again it is the totem problem all over again, just less so. It is like there's some relief to it, but it is still the totem problem.
Yeah, for sure. Like I in my original comment, I just like meant that as in like you need to sort of like balance it out in the way that you can't just explode literally every orb at once, or otherwise you just die.
Yeah.
Like depending on like how you can heal it and what kind of mitigation you have for it, it's just like there's like a set number of orbs that can go off at once, otherwise party dies.
Yeah, but again, the fact that ever since the dawn of time we have been cheesing Sans boss, because it is just like
for sure.
Like again, I think there's something there that isn't healthy.
I would agree.
You can list out the amount of different ways that boss has been cheesed. Like,
dude, the hallway cheese.
Back in the hallway cheese. That's one thing. Way back in the day, dice is stacked, so you would just stack dice and not kill any orbs. We had Aeona can kind of cheese it a lot. We had Ruffle back when all of the orbs was different explosions and Ruffle would heal in between them on the same game tick, that was
Yeah.
just a big like DRs type of shit. So you would just let all the orbs explode and heal them with Ruffle.
Yeah.
Like the amount of different types of cheese that has been spent on that boss, and even now I would argue we are cheesing it by just over shielding beyond anything that makes any
Oh, for
sense
sure,
at all.
Yeah.
I think I think it's possible people are still misplaying that dungeon. I think with the 50% magic DR on your necklace, I think it might be possible to cheese that boss and just ignore every orb that doesn't get beamed. But that's a whole other discussion. I don't want to.
Would that be a hot take?
That.
Like as a change to that boss fight, just having the every single dot is first of all damage. Like again for attrition season, every orb is damaged, but also a dot.
How so?
Wouldn't that be like a fix to the way you can cheese it?
It's damage, but also a dot. How?
For every single orb, so it's stacking to make it more of a heal check other than just survive at all cost check.
So if you kill too many of them in succession, you get a dot that's too big to heal.
Or every single that's left alone gives you a dot. So if you kill them before the timer...
So while the tank is getting beamed, you also have the big party heal check.
Yes.
That
That would be rough. But like killing an orb normally would still be like normal damage. But if they expire, you get a dot instead. Party-wide dot.
I mean, okay, so like a punishment for not killing them. I don't. That just exacerbates the totem problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, sure,
probably.
I don't mind that as a way to force you to play the dungeon, but at the same time, that is just totem problem. 101.
I don't know, like maybe if every orb that you kill would deal X amount of damage to boss, it would
be completely different because now it's not the totem problem anymore. Now it is just deal X amount of damage in time to kill the boss in time. Like that, suddenly the totem problem is gone. That's the way you fix the totem problem. You make it doing damage to the thing do the same amount of damage to the boss. Ta-da!
Yay!
You don't subtract the damage from the boss anymore. The problem is solved. But the devs don't like doing that for some reason.
Yeah, that's fair. But also, like, another like problem that I constantly see with the whole mechanic as a whole is just that it's so like random. Like, usually you want your tank to be like minimum of 3 orbs because 3 orbs is levelable without much DR like on top of that. But it's just like I think with our mitigation setups, like 5 orbs was like doable. Like we can just live that. Why not? Vigor can probably live more because you have more shields.
When I think not ultimatum, right?
With ultimatum, if everybody plays it right, if everybody pops their personal for the beam, I think you can live 5 orbs. It's a question of can the tank survive at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
it's just
not
like,
everybody plays Emerald 10, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's a whole other.
Yeah.
But it's just like as Aeona, like obviously I have the ability to like cheese one set of orbs, which is like okay, just ult wherever we live, don't care.
But then there's the rest of the fight.
Yeah, there's most of the fight in which it's just like at some point I just need to say, okay, do not kill any more orbs. I need to get shields up because like I cannot be cleansing stagger off of my party and putting shields on them to live the final pop, however many fucking orbs there's left over. Like, there's a GZD tax attached to like literally everything I can do there. Like, yes, I have my ult cheese, but also I have insane GZD tax on my shield, so it's just like pick your poison type shit, I guess. For me, but again, like I have chosen my life, and now I'm a sufferer.
No, suffer.
Yeah, it's just like there has been like some instances when we were progging. I think it was like 55 cents or something. It's just like we just died to one set of orbs when like I just could not get shields ups because like some orbs were killed like too close to the expiration of the final set. That just feels bad. That just feels like okay. That was like a hero moment. Like my character just could not deal with that in that way, so we need to adjust their strategy, and that's like that's fun to me in a way, but it's also just like okay, like I just got a little bit walled there because my character's bad.
But that's also how the game is intended to play, right? You have to plan around your character's like weaknesses so you can strengthen them and you can make sure you can go through certain things, right? But
what weaknesses? Oh, Sylvie, this season. This season, it is possible for me to have my big party circle shield up every orb set. In the past, in season 1, it was like, okay, one set I do the shield, another set I do this, and then I shield again. But this time, it's just up all the time. Like, I just have it every time. Like, I don't know. I just have a bajillion more haste, and we have 10% more CDA, and I spawn 5 million times more vines. So I just boost the cooldown of my circle by 5 million, and it's just ready. It'd be less than a minute. Circle is ready again. What the fuck? What? It's a 2 minute
Less than a
cooldown. How is
minute.
it ready in 1 minute?
Yeah.
Less than a minute.
Yeah. Is that
That's
like
great.
We love
a
these
huge
double dips, is all
global
I'm
issue
saying.
with like hasted cooldowns?
I think it's a issue of double dips. It can be haste. Haste is
Yeah.
the one that's easiest to double dip with, but
Yeah.
it's just any issue of double dips. The scaling is just whack. Sylvie was about to have a triple dip going into the season, by the way.
What?
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Oh?
so she has the symbiosis talent, which makes it so that when her vines hit, it makes the life pedal tick for 25% power.
Yeah.
Which means that every
Ooh.
vine attack is like a quarter of a life pedal tick.
Oh.
So Sylvie spawns vines by proccing her spirit, right? Which, for a fixed amount of spirit, if you get more haste, you get more vines. Similarly, the cooldown of life pedal is hasted, which means the more haste you have, the more life pedals you get up. Prior to this season, the attack speed of vines was also hasted. So haste would give you more life pedal uptime, it would give you more vines, and it would make all of those vines attack more often. A triple
Dude.
dip into healing with life pedal.
Holy
Mhm.
fuck.
So that got removed. The vines are no longer hasted, but they just do increase damage based on your haste. And that is why. Because if they were still hasted, just during some of the playtest again, NDA, it was absolutely ridiculous. The amount of stuff. Once you got a certain amount of haste, we didn't even get that much haste at that point, but just a certain amount of haste. It's just press life pedal. Everybody's host is.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh.
Jump scare.
Help!
It's great stuff.
Question in chat.
That got nerfed and she's still broken. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there an efficient way to farm gold, or is it just farming dungeons?
Gold specifically, you want to push. The higher level you go to, the more gold you get exponentially, much even. So once you get high enough, you will end up with like 100 or 200k gold, and you don't know what to do it with. So gold specifically is solved by go higher.
Yep.
Big vertical. I think I have about 400k excess right now. Maybe more. I don't
With
remember
no
what the number is
Now, how do you get stuff that isn't gold? The answer to that is a lot less exciting. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm very sorry.
You gotta do the same dungeon.
So what you do is you either go into E1 or 2 or 3, or maybe E11, E12, E13, depends on how you do the math. And then you just spam those for 12 hours a day, 7 days in a row, and maybe you have a character.
Yeah, so tune in next week where Smael has done that, and we'll see how many marks he has.
We'll see if I have my fucking ring.
I gambled them all away. I have 4.
Spoilers, I will not have my ring.
I think the devs sort of expected a lot of it to be you would play the game, and naturally, as you were playing the game, you would get the gear. But I don't think they don't take into account the fact that I have finished in the last 7 days or something. In the actual time we've been pushing, I have finished like 2 dungeons.
Yeah,
which that's not a lot of gear.
Not a lot of marks.
It doesn't not a lot of marks.
Not that
like
much more.
Yeah, not a lot
I don't think the system as designed, if it's intended that we should play the game and that should be enough to gain the resources we need, they need to take into account the fact that we will reset a lot.
Yeah. And also keep in mind that currently we're about 20 levels above what they intended this season to be the highest. So that's 40 dungeons more that they intended. Just baseline that's completed.
Yep.
And that's a lot of resources.
My...
So that's also another caveat.
I'm checking out my logs. Apparently, I had 515 logged runs. Like, this is not... Like, the majority of those are not prog keys. I don't know who has been, like, logging my farm runs, but thanks, I guess.
That's nothing, man. What the...
Yeah. No, but, like, I don't think even, like, the majority of my farm has been logged, but, again, I don't know who that is doing that, but, like, fuck you? Question mark?
Yeah, you're welcome. It's my alt.
You already have my farm groups.
What do you guys think about? Because I kind of going into the season, going about the crafting and stuff. Because again, we could talk another 3 hours about the crafting, right?
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna ask you guys and the rest of the content channel about like
Mhm.
statements, whatever, later, because I want to make a video on it. But I had like one idea that I want to go put past you guys just to gauge, you know,
I have like
how would you feel like
2 or 3 things.
if we had if we
Go on.
got the ingots back, right? So we could reroll items. If you rerolled an item, let's say I have like double diamond strike or whatever on my helmet, and I roll it into another item and it kept the mods, wouldn't that be fucking nice?
Oh,
Potentially, yes. I think it would be so fine if we got ingots back, even just for weapons and relics specifically, because it's just like
Yeah.
early on in the season, like people just not getting any fucking relics that they need as drops was incredibly limiting
Wasn't
for a
that
lot
a
of people.
bug?
And I just don't think that was healthy.
Wasn't that a bug? They had like I think they had like a patch note for that. At some
Maybe, but
point.
also like I got my first master spell when I was like at E28. Like no
Yeah.
lie, that is when I got my
I
single
think
first master spell.
I think I was around the same, something like that. I think it was Master
Yeah.
Spell I didn't get until we were almost cleared. We almost like world second at Nightmare or world first, depending on
Oh yeah.
without me having a dispel relic.
What do you mean?
Amazing.
Like we were in the running for world first, and if we had like a couple more hours to, and we decided to do the cheese, we could have been world first in Nightmare Pinnacle, and I didn't have Master Spell yet.
Bruh.
RIP.
Dude, I think I saw Leknock running the fucking kick trinket for a long time because he didn't get any other fucking.
No, I still think that
And
it's
in
incredibly toxic.
theory, it was kind of fun in the setting of a set group that has to solve the problem of how do we keep pushing.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That was,
pods,
it was
it's
kind
so
of
toxic.
fun to figure out what did we get, how can we work with it. Oh, you're the only portal we have. Okay, we can blah 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 blah. Oh, nobody has a stealth they can run. Okay, sure, we can yada yada yada.
Mm.
That was kind of interesting and fun in the limited scope of that. But then you take a step back and you look at the satisfaction of, do I feel like I've done anything productive with my time? And I look at my inventory with no master spells. It's like, no.
That's not a hard question to answer, I fear.
I wish my hero was able to stand on its own feet and not have to play with this exact set group of people in order to have a master spell. That would be nice.
Yeah. Especially with the amount of fucking like dispelling we need to do in a couple of dungeons
Some
this
of the
season. I don't
dungeons are
know.
just like, if you don't have master spell, you literally can't do them. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
No.
Mm.
Like there are no routes in Silken where you don't need to run master spell. It is literally mandatory. I think you need to run 2 minimum, 3 when you actually can.
Yeah.
No. What the fuck are you talking about? You need 1 to 2 masters. You need 2 master spells in Silken. Maybe you can get away with 1 if it's a low enough difficulty. And if you had to, cross your heart and hope you fucking fuck yourself. You can route in the early game in Silken without pulling all the recluses. You can make a route
in the early game, but later on.
But then you get to the late game and you need 2 just for the boss, and I don't think you need a third for trash.
Dude, I try to make the right side route playable at like 40s, and it doesn't work. It's fucking impossible.
It's too inefficient, and all of the mobs are illegal to pull together. Like,
Yeah.
once you hit enough kidnappers, that's already illegal. But then you're running kidnappers with bullies. Now you have too many kicks to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, the only route that makes sense is going, if you ask me, is going left side, because recluses are a mob you can pull as many of as you like. The only thing they do is like you put your healer's balls in a vice.
Yep.
But you know what? God damn it, we finally have something to do.
Yep. I hate Silken with a burning passion. Oh.
I mean, I'm the guy that like suggested, hey guys, we should just pull 7 recluses, and it does work.
Oh, it was you.
I mean, with our group, like our routing, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't fucking make the game, but like I in our group, I was the guy like, what if we just pulled 7 recluses? And then we did that, and like I dispel on cooldown and whatever. But you know, we spent 2 weeks in E40 Silken, and it was pretty much the same. I still had to dispel on global cooldown or on cooldown. And you know what? Coming back to do it in this season, whatever, it's fine. Just dispel, just keep dispelling on cooldown. Bring the tower, and then coordinate both your master spells for when you fall behind. You'll be fine. Just pull as many recluses as you can. They don't do anything. Just dispel. One dispel them out.
Yeah.
And don't pull kidnappers, because don't pull kidnappers if you can avoid it, because I swear to God, they are not as easy as they seem.
They suck.
If you can control them, which a coordinated group can under a certain amount of recluses or a certain amount of kidnappers. They are a fine mob.
Yep.
They don't do anything.
The
But
only
the
issue I
moment
have-
you aren't a coordinated group that can control them,
Hmm.
the moment you lose control of the pool, it just fucking spirals.
Yeah.
It's so
My only issue is their frontal with the fucking webs. Even if you kick them the nanosecond you see the cast, you still get all the webs.
You don't. You can kick them early enough. You can stop them early enough, but it has to be really
It has to
fucking
be
early.
so fucking fast, man.
Like everybody, the way we
Mm-hmm.
had to do it in E40 last season was just people had their assigned recluse,
Mhm.
and they would just always be ready. It's coming up soon, therefore I need to stare at this thing. Boom, right?
Mm.
And then that was under control. We could manage it. Like we could pull 3 kidnappers, and only one of them would get a web out, and we knew which one it was, so we could dodge it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the healer could bait all the kidnaps. Pro tip: kidnaps can be baited. It's a healer mechanic.
Yep.
And then everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kidnaps target. They do a cast. They do an uninterruptible cast. Then they jump backwards. Then they start an interruptible cast.
Mhm.
At the beginning of that interruptible cast is when they actually choose their target, and they will
What?
choose the person furthest away from them that is not currently being targeted by another kidnap.
I didn't know that.
I did.
Wow.
We spent 2 weeks in E40 Silken, my man. Woo! What a dungeon.
Holy.
Yeah.
Because like I knew that you could like somewhat control like where they actually jump. Like I've been
Oh, yeah,
told
they-
that it's
they-
like away
they-
from the tank or something.
They jump
I-
straight away from, like, they jump straight backwards, which is their current
Yeah.
facing, which is towards the tank.
Hmm.
yeah.
Most likely towards the tank, but if they're like running past or whatever, they jump
Mhm.
backwards.
Hmm.
Yep,
And
yep.
then they target whoever is furthest away from them. So if you control them right, you can have them jump away from your healer, and then they're going to target your healer, who's preferably in a place where they expect to get kidnapped to
Yeah.
run away and
Mhm.
stuff. And then you can kick it, and if you like do it right, you get enough. You don't get all 3 kidnaps at a time or whatever.
Yeah.
So you get like one kidnap, kick it, another kick it, another kick it, and all of them go on the healer, and everybody else gets to stay in melee
Hmm.
and be safe. If you are underneath the kidnapper, you do not get hit by the purple web, but you have to be inside the like little red circle under it from
Okay, yeah.
targeting it.
Ah, okay, yeah.
There is like a minimum range where you won't get hit by the web. That's not good to rely on because your healer is still going to get fucked, but
Yeah.
you can at least play around it.
And you might have to move.
Yeah. It's not a you do it and it just solves it. It's like if you have to get a kidnapper web, you can play around it like this.
Yeah. A two-part question in chat for you guys.
Mhm.
So,
Uh-huh.
for a guy who plays Fellowship a lot and just got his girlfriend and 2 friends into the game, so you have a full team, nice.
Awesome.
They're up to para Capstone. Does it make sense for me to keep pushing them for Eternal as fast as I can? Or should we vibe? Everyone has their Lego and our pumpers. He plays tank, so I just pull, I play tank and he just pulls huge and have a great time either way, but I feel Eternal is definitely easier in some cases and way more fun.
The thing I would say is, what are your goals? If your goal is to push up as fast as possible and get high and be like a pusher, you want to spend as little time in Paragon as possible. Like every second you waste in there is
For sure.
technically super inefficient because you're not getting Eternal gear.
Yeah.
But the second part of that answer is, if you're just trying to have fun with friends, just enjoy the process, man. Just enjoy it, have fun, and wherever you get it, go is wherever you go, and don't stress too much about it, because that is how you ruin the fun. It's like trying to optimize it. At this point, it's going to be quite, how do you say, not encouraging. The opposite of encouraging, discouraging.
Yeah, discouragement. Yeah.
If you try to actually plan out what the optimal path of a group is, there's a lot of stuff you can say. Everybody should be doing this. Everybody should be doing that. Everybody,
Yeah,
just
you
have
missed your
fun.
cake. It's like, yeah.
You have your friends. You have your friends, and just enjoy it. If you're the goal is the chicken mount, apparently is what they're saying, and they're hardcore and plus. Again, if you want to get the chicken mount ASAP, get to Eternal ASAP.
Yeah.
And then push up.
100%.
Like keep pushing until you can't keep pushing anymore. Don't waste time farming in low keys until you need to.
Yeah.
Because you don't honestly, 8 out of 8 regal items in every slot is enough for the chicken.
Yeah. If everything is
Oh, for sure.
315, you're pretty much good to go to get chicken, even with like bad trades.
Yeah, I think the chicken mode is like a very attainable goal for like literally anybody. Like
sure.
it's a very like anybody can cook type of goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the goal is just the chicken, I would say prioritize the fun. Like you're not gonna gimp yourself by farming. You don't need to farm Paragon, but also you're not gonna gimp yourself by spending a little too much time in Paragon if that's what you want to do.
Exactly. Like I would always just tell everybody to just like do limit testing, especially if you have a pre-made. It's just like if this feels too hard, then maybe you farm more. If it's fine, then you just go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And
Don't
don't
stop.
fall for the trap of like, oh, we got to Eternal, let's spend 3 days in E1. Like, no.
No,
It's not
push up
worth it.
immediately.
For the love of God,
Yeah.
for the love of God, push
Go
immediately.
vertical.
Yeah.
Go vertical until you can't go vertical anymore, and then you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
consider.
Then farm,
Yeah.
then optimize.
Yep. And if you can't go any more vertical after like Eternal 1 or 2, just farm. Have fun with it. Learn the dungeons. There's plenty of
Oh yeah, for sure.
time to play in all the Eternals. Like 4
Engage with
dungeons.
the community. Look at guides. Look at
Yeah.
what other people are saying and is good to run and whatnot. Fucking ask people how you should do certain things. Like I think
Watch
that's
the
just
video
a recipe to
segment we did
success.
last week.
Read my guide.
Which is not out yet.
It's out. It is literally published. It's just not complete. It's not feature
Oh,
complete, but it is
okay,
published.
oh,
You can
okay.
read it. You can absorb knowledge from it.
Hell yeah. I have like 5 minutes before I have to go to raid. So any closing statements?
Oh yes, God.
This is the first
Gear
episode,
related.
by the way, of FellowYap. So make it good.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say a couple of things on gear. Like, there's a few ways that I can imagine that we could like fix some of the biggest pain points with like optimizing gear currently. It's not like a universal fix. I don't expect that, but it's just like I don't think it would be too OP if Legendary just let me choose what type of modifier I want to reroll that slot into.
Yeah.
I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
With how fucking insanely rare it is at the moment.
Yeah, they could have
It's
the
either
upgrade.
that. Yeah. And I also need some kind of a gold sink because I literally have 400k gold that I have absolutely nothing to do with.
Yeah. If you had
me
an
something
alt,
to-
that wouldn't be an issue though. Like an
No,
alt
but I
is
don't
a
want an
huge
alt.
skill sink.
My alt would literally be making another account and playing another Aeona.
Aeona 2.
Yes. And also give me a way to reroll blue stats, please. It is so incredibly toxic for optimization that it's just like the item is like either a brick on arrival or you sink insane amounts of legendary dust into like making it into what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like, if I've just for solutions for gearing, I would like if green ingots could fucking reroll the inherent whatever purple stats, turquoise stats, and
Oh, yeah.
if rare dust or sorry epic whatever the 10 mark 1,
Yeah.
instead of re-rolling both slots to another type, let me pick one of the slots to re-roll to another of the same type.
Oh yes, please go.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
similarly, have it be able to re-roll one of the turquoise stat slots into another stat slot.
Ooh.
Like, give me an option to take an item with double blessing on it and actually get the 2 blessings I want. Instead of being like, this has double blessing on it, it is a complete waste of resources to put anything into farming, into crafting this.
Yeah.
Because I will never hit double vehement or whatever it is that I want. Like, the chances are like 1 to 90, 1 to 100, 1 to whatever. There's so many blessings, so I am not hitting it.
Yeah.
Funny anecdote on that, but I will say that for another time.
Yeah, name drop has to go. I need to get some food.
Yeah, that's fair.
But thank you guys for joining. It was a blast once more.
I love to yap.
Yeah,
me too. Me too, man.
I saw you guys just yapping in here all alone. I felt bad for you. Wanted to hop in.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna make it happen.
Dude, I would love to if we could get more people to just join Yap for like 15 minutes, go into next key, come back a little later, and yap again. That'd be fucking funny.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Cheers, man. Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna hop off as well.
Cheers.
You too.
I'm also going to leave because I also need dinner. Goodbye. Thank you for this. Has been fun as always.
Hell yeah. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right. Success. Yep. Hell yeah. So, who do we send you guys to? Let's fucking raid somebody. Let's fucking raid somebody. We have... Who's live? Why do I get all the WoW channels right now? Again, look of... I see A4. A4! Prepare yourself. So I'm gonna make a video on both state of the gearing system and state of the progression system in Fellowship. So stay tuned for that. It'll be like a week or something, but you know, It'll be soon. So you guys stay tuned for that. Watch all the segments from last week's stream. They're on my YouTube. ! YouTube. Go there. And have a nice Sunday night, boys. Enjoy yourselves. Go say hi to A4. Thank you for the stream. Bye-bye.